kid-friendly. I'm like, they're always corporate, you know?
Well, that's not really true. Why would you say that?
Malcolm McLaren basically assembled them. You know that.
No, that's a fact.
Yes. Basically to sell clothes.
Also
Look,
a
are we on
fact.
official baby watch for sure? I messaged her yesterday, and she's like, I just want this fucker out.
The Flash, you know, and Jonesy was the heart, basically.
There's a little...
Matlock.
You're off on your timeline a little bit. Sid Vicious is at the end.
Yeah, that's what I mean. He's the...
Matlock's the musician.
Yeah.
Matlock!
And that was the cold open of episode number...
Nailed it!
285 of the Vex on Vex podcast. Morning radio episode 117. Welcome back, Captain Ron!
About time you figure out how to position the camera to get both of us in it.
Notice you weren't assisting in any capacity
Captain
previous to that.
Ron!
Well, nobody asked my opinion, so...
We asked you every day. I text you, Ron, what about the pretzel situation?
He doesn't even read the fucking list, so
Where
there
do I
you
get
go.
the pretzel
No,
mix?
Good morning, Hole.
Good morning.
Oh my God, you were all jovial, and then you're like, good morning.
Good morning. Holy shit. I hate every fucking person that drives a vehicle in bad weather. I will stab every one of you cunts in the face.
Yes! That's the way it was today. Bunch of
my
fucking
God.
idiots on fucking 95.
Never
for
even
me, it
went
wasn't.
home. Didn't get a chance. I've been driving for 2 hours.
You never went home.
No, I came straight here.
What?
Do you need a hug or a beer?
No, coffee's good.
Okay.
Do you need to fireball it up?
No.
No, he doesn't do that anymore. If you look at the top of the list, it says Sober Bunny.
Well, he dabbles a little bit.
It sucks.
But, yeah.
That's what Ozzy says about sobriety. He made this. So remember when No More Tears was like a huge record for Ozzy?
Yeah.
Do you remember that? Because me and Ron were around. You were like a child.
A little before my time.
Back in the 70s. And they make this home... It wasn't DVD. It was a home video, like the No More Tears home video. And he's in the studio making the album. And he's like standing there and he's like, I've thought about it for quite a long time. And sobriety fucking sucks.
Fire Pants said, good morning, all. Jim Schaefer said, good morning, all. Space Pants.
Space Pants!
Daniel DiStefano said, I definitely second that, Dave.
Yeah, fuck them all. Fuck them all to death!
So does Daniel work with you?
Yes.
All right. We are changing up the challenge for June the 7th, 2025. We're going to have $50 in the kitty, which Dave will never put part towards. Will never add to.
And I strive to get a $50 crisp bill out of the fucking ATM machine just to have it thrown in our
We're
faces.
going to purchase dog collars that shock.
We don't have to purchase them.
You already have them?
I know a guy, and I have some too.
So, CJ's on board.
Oh.
Stars and Stripes is on board. And then we're going to go progressively higher until someone taps out, and then somebody gets $50.
There's no way Stars and Stripes taps
He's
out.
not tapping out.
I know.
That dude'll die before he calls it quits.
Oh, I know.
He's a monster.
So is it $50 worth each throwing in the three of us?
No!
Oh, that's what I thought it was.
It's $50.
$50 total.
I mean, I wouldn't do it
In
for
Philadelphia,
$50.
it's worth $50.
Didn't he say is it $20?
No,
It's $50.
It's a Rochefoucauld.
It's worth $50.
Oh,
And then
burn
he's like,
my fingers, man.
No, how much for the gun?
How much for the gun?
That's Bo Diddley, right?
Yeah.
That's Bo fucking Diddley.
Oh my God! Yeah, we are officially on Baby Watch.
Yes.
Uh-oh.
Considering I only have 3 songs, not good news.
I forgot to send the other
Hmm.
one.
Not good news.
Jim Schaefer said, just give the money to Stars and Stripes. Although Jim Schaefer told me through chat he was going to do it.
Yeah, Jim's here, so is he part of it too? 'Cause
He
he's
told
gonna,
me he was doing it.
he's going to be on hand.
The upside is, if it happens soon, you're off the hook.
You going to wrestle, Ron? I'm not going to be here. I'm away that weekend. We know, Ron. We know.
Yeah. Well, I got to deliver the death metal up to him.
We were booked first. We were booked a year ago.
Yeah.
You just got to put
After the glorious success of the 42nd annual.
The 43rd is going to be off the Chizane.
you just got to put the warning out. Nobody eat.
No,
Mixed with their
Amanda
drinking.
said we should feed them still and then have the fucking
Yeah, I totally
festivities.
support it. I think it,
Yeah, but Ron was legit like sick. Like he loaded up on the brisket and all that shit.
I mentioned,
so
it,
damn
I mentioned it
good.
in the interview.
Jim Schaefer said I'll do it. So now there's 3 of them.
Now
in
there's 3.
And then there were 3.
So see if Daniel will do it.
No, he will not.
He will not?
No.
All right.
And here, look, hold on to these. Put them in your file. They're
Well, not this
The
minute.
waivers.
Can you put it over there? No, no. I'm on the air.
You
Thank
don't
you.
want the waivers on camera.
Well, they're
Come on
down
now.
We do.
She doesn't fucking
kinda
listen to
do.
anything. Broads. Christmas.
Bitches leave.
How was your week?
It was all right.
Jim said, I'll do it because I was apparently dropped on my head.
Was he diagnosed with that thing you said he's going to get diagnosed with? I'm curious.
I don't think so, not
Because
yet.
now I feel like I have to go get checked.
No, I think you're good. I mean, what are you getting tested for?
Nothing.
Herpes.
I got tested for that recently.
Yeah, that was a fucking rough ride.
That fucking bro with no upper lip.
That was awesome.
Never trust chicks who look at this. Hi.
Apparently just fuck them.
Yeah, a lot. I don't know this problem.
She wasn't that friendly either.
She was kind of mean.
She was.
And then Stars and Stripes went out with her and I to the sushi place, and she was kind of mean to them too. And he's like, I think she might be mean, dude. And I was like, yeah, dude.
I
And
haven't
was.
been actively dating in 2 decades.
Nor has Ron.
However, I will say this: when I was actively dating, if I went somewhere to dinner with a person and they were shitty to wait staff, immediately over.
But you know, I got my own lady there. Like, she's my lady
Yeah.
at the sushi place.
Yeah, I know. You can't be mean to that.
Can't be-
Especially
she's
to
like,
that person.
she's so nice.
It's nice.
Gentleman and whole. Val Kilmer has passed away at the tender age of 65 years old. Are you really sad about this?
I kind of look.
I got it. Go ahead.
Val Kilmer's Doc Holliday in Tombstone is one of my favorite film characters ever.
What did he do at the end of the film?
He died.
Thank you. So what's the beef?
Jim said no formal diagnosis yet.
What about you?
He was great in The Doors, and of course he died at the end of that too.
So obviously he's had a trajectory for his life.
I mean, we all do.
Yes.
I haven't died on film. Well, maybe. No, I don't think I have. But
You should put it in
I
your
like
next
to be
video.
killed. I like to be killed off in a video or something.
he's been sick since like 2005.
Yeah, he's been sick for a long time.
So like that was a long time ago.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like he was like younger than us, and he was sick.
Did you see Top Gun Maverick?
Oh,
Yes.
in the theater.
So did I. It was fantastic.
It was fantastic.
I really
Actually, no. You know what? I got some beef. You want to discuss the fucking film?
You're mad about Jennifer Connelly, aren't you?
A little bit, but do you remember the scene on the beach when they have to relive how everybody's like all muscular and in their like
Yeah.
shirtless? Did you see the 1 second flash of Tom Cruise on the beach next to them? His pants are up past where my belly button goes.
Yeah.
And he's supposed to be super diesel and tough. He's not, though. He's shrinking because his torso is getting weird because he's old.
Because, yeah, he's old as fuck, and he was short to begin with.
So don't fucking put that fucking little thing in the film.
I mean...
I can suspend disbelief till you show me him naked. I'm like, wait, he looks like a hobbit. And he did. And it hurt my heart. And I saw it on the big fucking screens. It was like giant little tiny hobbit man.
Yeah, it's a thing.
And Jennifer Connelly, not hot anymore, man.
No, she still is.
It's a
little hot.
skeleton with bush.
You think she's still got the bush?
I know she's got the bush. I can
think-
tell. If the eyebrows look like that, the bush looks like that. I date.
disagree.
I've dated. You don't know. You can gauge it all by the eyebrows. The scarier the
That's what
eyebrows,
you go with?
the bigger the bush.
That's what you go with,
These
huh?
are facts.
Okay.
It's never been wrong, ever.
I used to judge by a massive amount of arm hair.
Wow. Well, no, because they could shave down there. You don't know.
They can shave down there if they have big eyebrows, too, Dick.
Jim Schaefer said, R.I.P. Batman. Greg Denninger said, Iceman. Jim Schaefer said, I will mourn anyone that played Batman except Jared Leto.
He didn't play Batman.
He plays the Joker.
Don't bring that up, Dave. Let's not discuss that at all.
Not a word.
I'll lose my fucking mind.
Not a word.
I saw you.
Not a finger.
Not a finger.
Nope. Won't
Nope.
say a goddamn thing, sir.
So Val Kilmer.
I wouldn't mourn George Clooney if he died, though.
Did you see the Flash film?
No, I don't.
You really didn't watch it? It was a great movie. You didn't watch the Flash film? Michael Keaton reprieves his role as Batman. No one watched this fucking shit? Number one, it's fucking...
I gotta catch up on shit.
No. That movie might be amazing. Now, I know he's a raper, and I know he's all fucked up, the guy, the actor. I know this, but I don't give a fuck. The movie's fun. And I saw it in the theater, for real, with silver-haired lady.
Look, if we're gonna poo-poo every actor that's a raper, I mean,
Well, you got a problem now.
You're wiping out a lot of really great
No,
cinema.
but what I'm saying is that George Clooney pops up at the end of that film, and he was fucking amazing.
Really?
Yeah, and it was like, it's at a left field. You don't know what's going to happen. And you're like, oh, my God. And he was amazing. He was
How
amazing.
about Val and Real Genius? I did love that.
That is
Oh,
one
that
of
was
that
amazing.
is one of
I
my
love that
favorite
movie.
like dumb
Yes.
80s movies.
If
I
you,
know.
all right, here's what's weird. Do you guys remember the guy living in the closet? Is
Laszlo.
He's Uncle Rico.
Yeah.
Did you know that?
Yeah.
That's a thing.
Yeah, Laszlo. He lives down in the steam tunnels.
And the chick who bangs Laszlo at the end, she tried to bang the 12-year-old kid and then he didn't bang her, and then
Yeah.
she bangs Laszlo. She's the girl who was the Shylock on The Sopranos who got shot.
The Shylock.
She was.
I don't think you could say that.
She was the Lady Shylock. That's what they're called. Is that an offensive term?
I think it is.
Let's Google the Shylock. I don't think it's offensive.
How you
Here
Here we
spell
go.
it?
Gonna get banned already today.
Nah, it's fine. Because he says something about Shylock in American History X.
No.
Shylock definition just says fictional character. That's all it says.
Uh-uh.
Oh, wait a minute. Never
There
mind.
you go.
It lends money.
No. It's,
That's what
Now,
she.
I'm spelling it S-H-Y.
That's
no.
how I spell it.
No, I think it's an I in there.
All right. Well, this one says to lend money at high rates of interest.
That's what a Shylock
a
is.
Jewish usurer and antagonist in
Yeah.
Shakespeare.
Well, in The Sopranos, they called her the Lady
They did
Shylock.
call her that, yeah.
That was her character name.
I understand that, but it's like slang for Jewish people.
Listen, I'm not wearing a black KKK outfit.
Jim Schaefer said Top Secret is Val Kilmer's best movie.
That movie sucks.
Daniel DiStefano said The Saint was a great movie.
The Saint is a good
The
movie.
Saint is supposed to have like 3 sequels, and it bombs so bad, no one cared.
I was kind of let down. It's a really good movie.
And that was the last time he was a movie star, was The Saint. Because it's the late 90s. It's like 98, 97, 98.
He was really good in that, though.
Was he?
I liked the movie.
I mean, I don't know. Free energy. I don't know.
I don't know.
I wanted to like it. Let's put it that way.
I'm trying not to look at it.
No, you can look. Just don't say anything.
Not
It's a
worried.
thing.
I bet it is.
I've been tracking that shit for 3 weeks.
How's that going?
Very poorly, it turns out. I'm just gonna put a new one on. The whole thing. I can't. I'm fucking it.
What? Never mind. I'm not. Nope.
No, look. There's nothing there. You'll see. There's nothing there. Exactly.
I still haven't gotten my teeth in the mail. That shit's still in transit.
I feel like they're just making fake ones and they're fucking with us because
don't
it's been
know.
so long
Yeah,
that
it's
they're
been
just like
months.
physically making the cup that looks like teeth, and I feel like that's the
I
problem.
don't think that thing is coming. I think you got scammed.
I
No,
once,
it's off of Etsy, and I made sure it was like a legitimate person that got like good ratings.
in like 2005, I bought 2 cutouts of stormtroopers for each side of the stage for Starscream, like the real
Obviously.
tall ones,
Why wouldn't you?
and they fucking never showed up, ever.
John Quimby said, did anyone see his last video he put out? Patty said good morning, and John Quimby said, why, hello there, everyone.
Vote Quimby.
Vote Quimby.
I'm voting Quimby.
Yeah.
Yeah, hello, Patricia.
Hello. Yeah. Not a thing.
So I feel like if you're sick for 20 fucking years, it's better to check out. And he used to be like this stunningly handsome dude, and he's wrecked, man. He's just like, ooh, Chris
He used to be
Baker.
stunningly handsome at 1.2, and here we are, fucked up looking.
Don't say that to Vex.
No, we can speak. We can speak though. You know what I mean? What would you do with no fucking voice? Could you imagine? We're all singers.
I'd end it.
Jim Schaefer said vote Quimby.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I couldn't fathom that. I don't. That's it. It's gone.
Yeah.
It's like you cut this out or I die. But as long as I'm alive, I can talk. I'm just gonna die. I'll wait it out.
Jim said, stop stealing my vote Quimby, Ron.
Hey, I said it first.
Yeah. You stole it today, technically.
Ron's older.
Oh, that's a thing, man. I don't know. I really enjoyed Val Kilmer. I thought he was a good actor.
Can you think of anything he's been in since the late 90s where he's a star? Because he does that Kiss Bang Bang or whatever. But that's when him and fucking Iron Man were both under the shitter. Like, they were nothing.
Doesn't matter when it was done. It's amazing.
All right.
We do love him in Tombstone, correct?
Yeah, that's
That's the best one, right?
Yeah.
him as Doc Holliday is like in my
The
top
best.
5 of favorite movie characters ever.
And I remember...
Greg Denninger said, saying he died from pneumonia.
No, he did, though. He did, though, because you have complications.
I mean, at the end,
Because
yeah.
you can't breathe, and that's
Yeah.
how everybody pretty much dies, actually. Your lungs go and you're toast.
Yeah,
Breathing machine land.
and fuck that too.
Right?
Jim Schaefer said the Doors were great.
They were.
The movie or the band?
No, the band was pretty great. It's weird because the older I get, the less I appreciate the film.
Daniel said, I mean, these men are chatty Cathys this morning. Daniel said he didn't have many lead actor roles. He was more supporting.
Except The Saint was his moment. It was his moment to be a huge movie star, and it just bombed like a fuck.
I liked it.
I like it a lot.
But then again,
All right, hold on. This is sincere. Tombstone, The Saint. What's better?
oh, Tombstone.
So what the
by
fuck? You kind of liked it. Do you own the DVD?
No.
Do you own the T-shirt?
No.
Yeah. Did you see it in the theater?
No.
There you go. You didn't like it that much.
Actually, did I? I might have seen that in the theater.
I saw it in the theater.
I saw Mission Impossible in the theater, and was it 2? I hated it so much. I hate all the Mission Impossible movies so much.
I didn't mind the first
Well, why
one.
go see them?
Abroad. It's always
Hooers.
abroad.
Hooers.
It's the Whoas.
Her name was Allison.
No.
Was she
I
a
didn't get
whore?
laid.
That's sad. I like
Was
that
she a
name.
whore?
I didn't get laid.
Not that much of a whore.
And then years later on South Street, I grabbed her titty inappropriately, and she was like very offended. And I was like, "Wait, we're supposed to do the banging." She's like, "Not in public." I'm like, "Whatever, go away."
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't want to mess with that.
Yeah, Marcy.
Yeah.
And then and this is like social media time. Remember when you two forced everyone with an iPhone to listen to their record? She's like,
not just an iPhone, on all Apple devices. It
so
came through.
she went online, and this is when I deleted her off of Facebook and never saw her again. She's like, "Isn't it amazing that Bono shared his work of art with the world for free?" So then I had to explain to her.
Firepants said he was very handsome in The Saint, but he wasn't a firefighter. Firepants.
I sent a fireman clip on our fucking chat between Tiffany, myself, and Firepants. Firepants knows the episode when it premiered, who was in it. I was like, wow, of course you did.
Yeah.
Of course you did.
What show was this?
Chicago Fire Hope Monkey
yeah,
or something?
Chicago
I don't
Fire.
fucking know.
Who gives a shit?
But it was like this cute moment. All right, did you ever? Oh, this is so fucked up. Again, it's over abroad. Did you watch Sex and the City when it was on in the 90s? And
Did I watch it when it was on?
Yeah.
No, I didn't watch it when it was on. However, it is one of the all-time great pastimes of my lovely dear wife.
Okay.
I have probably seen every
The
episode.
redheaded dyke's baby dad.
Yeah.
He plays a fireman in this other program.
I believe his name was Steve on the show.
He was Steve on the show.
One ball Steve. Remember he had one ball sack.
He had cancer.
Yeah.
Every time she was getting away from Steve, something would happen and they're back together.
Yeah.
Now she's a big dyke.
I think she was then, too.
Well, no, but on the show.
Yeah.
Firepants said they are my favorite with the heart eyes emoji.
Then
We know.
The
Your name
fi-
is fucking Firepants.
the fire captain. Did anybody watch Oz?
I kind of remember Oz.
Who was the minister on Oz?
Saeed.
Minister Saeed is the fire fucking chief on this program.
It is a good show.
I'll never know.
It's
Nor
definitely
will
a
I.
good show.
I'll be honest. I wish I could kind of remember something, Ron.
What the fuck?
He's like, I kind of remember that show. I
Jim said, I've never seen one episode of Sex in the City. I have testicles.
I've seen every episode. I've never seen Friends because I have testicles. And fuck that show.
Oh, don't let McGrogan hear you.
I fucking hate it so much, dude.
It's
I
her
hate it.
favorite show.
Yeah, she's wrong. She's 100% wrong.
She has a friend's doormat.
That might explain
Wow.
her entire life.
Wow, somebody actually has Friends as their favorite show. What the fuck is
It's like,
wrong?
no,
Without
there's
a
a
doubt.
lot of broads.
Firepants said Chief Bowman.
Look at her knowing shit.
Right?
It's Minister Saeed.
Yeah, Mr. C.
But no, seriously.
Remember when Minister Saeed fell in love with that white devil? Remember that shit?
Yes.
Oh, that was amazing. She was so hot.
The White Devil.
They were like, but Minister, what are you doing? He's like, I'm just in love.
They were so pissed at him.
Oh my God.
But you're not.
He's like, we can take over this prison anytime we like. And you're like, I don't know if you can do that, Minister Saeed. Then they did. And then
Do you ever kind of remember things? My brain doesn't work that way, dude.
no, Ron was a straight edge for like a long time, and now he's not. So there's a whole bunch of stuff going on with the chemical of his brain that are different than the chemical of my
Either
brain.
there is just a complete blank, or I know everything.
Pretty much.
Okay, I quote all the Simpsons episodes incorrectly. So I kind of remember them. And then you correct the quoting.
Yeah.
Like I said, I got problems. Godspeed, little doodle. I fired that one off this week. And I don't know why. It just popped in my head.
The one that's in my head constantly, and hopefully you'll get it. I know he will. Gabby Hayes big.
Gabby Hayes, man.
Then I had to Google Gabby Hayes because I'm like, what the fuck is this?
I like it when you have to Google stuff, like in like obscure references.
It's pretty amazing. And then remember, when it came out, there wasn't Google. This is the 90s.
Yeah. Like
there wasn't Google.
You just kind of had to know.
I was like, we're going to be Gabby Hayes big. I'm like,
So, the one that I had to Google was, you know that you ever hear that Bloodhound Gang song, "A Lap Dance is Better When the Stripper's Crying"?
no, I have not.
It's hilarious. The background music to it is the old demo from the tiny little Casio keyboards, which is fucking amazing, number one.
Angie said, morning, friends.
Morning.
Hello!
Angie, 2 things. Is your husband definitely wrestling? Because he said he was, and I have to verify that. Secondly, I'm playing or toying with the idea of going to get sushi post-program in the great state of Delaware today. Are you available?
Yeah.
But I don't know if I'm going to do it. But I'm toying with the idea.
You might.
I might.
So, where was I? Oh, okay. So the
Casio?
Bloodhound Gang. Yeah. So, the background music to the song is the Casio keyboard demo.
It'd be better if it was, can you buy me a feeling?
Can I borrow
Can
a
I
feeling?
see? There you go. I kind of remember it.
Can I borrow a feeling?
And don't think every time I get divorced, I don't think of that moment. And I'm like, am I him now? Is this happening again?
I sleep in a race car bed.
I sleep in a giant bed with my wife.
Jim said, best country song ever, LOL. And your fiancé said, sushi. I thought, she's texting and driving?
I've obviously, right?
Not cool, bitch.
This
Not
broad
cool.
can't drive, dude. She cannot drive.
Not cool. Get
I
off
won't
your
let her.
phone.
I won't let her drive me anywhere.
Let me tell you something. I'm just going to put this out there. I'm going to say this. Don't take offense to this, all right? And I'm not saying, I'm not going to make a giant generalization
She
here.
can drive.
I don't doubt that.
Thank you, because that coming from you, that's a lot.
It's a big deal.
I'm not going to make a giant generalization here. I will say this. There are several women out there that are doing your gender no fucking favors on the road. All right? Like, dude, there's some bitches that straight up can't drive, dude. It's bad.
Do you want to hear a crazy fucking synopsis of this? This is
Yes.
Angie said, I'll find out too, let me know.
Cool. I, in December, went to Galaxy's Edge in Disney to see Star Wars, right? So my lovely neighbor goes, which is awesome. So me and Lee wind up in the ride for the Millennium Falcon. And you don't get your people, so we got broken up. So it was me and him and then like 2 random people. They were the drivers and we were the gunners, right? So we walk in, and it's a female and a gentleman, and she turns around and she looks at us, and she's Asian. So Lee goes,
No.
oh, no. She fucking sits down. She's like, listen, guys, just so we're clear, I know I'm Asian, and I apologize in advance. And then we proceeded to crash the entire fucking ride into this, into that. It was amazing.
Jim Schaefer said, another thing me and Vex have in common, both our ladies can't drive.
My chick cannot fucking drive, dude. It is bad. And she's like, I want to buy a race car. I was like, okay.
What, like Mario Kart race car?
No, like now her car's paid off, so she wants to either get like one of those crazy Mazdas that are stupid quick, or like a fucking is it Challenger or Charger? That's the fucking 2-door racy one.
The Challenger is a
So
little
now she wants a Challenger.
She needs to not do that.
I was like, there's a Corvette right there. Go wreck that.
Go ahead.
Then you gotta buy me a new Corvette. Go wreck that all you want.
Yeah.
And I found a decent Corvette for her to buy me, so we're fine.
Oh, everything's good then.
Yeah, she's like, you already have one.
Except for your future wife being in a severe car accident.
She's one of those people that nothing happens to her, though. Like, she's very small.
Yeah. They just kind of pinball off stuff. They don't actually get hurt. There's no inertia there with a tiny person. Like
Literally 3 accidents since I've met her.
What?
Yeah, you think I'm kidding? 3.
you met her like a month ago.
Thank you.
And got engaged 2 weeks after that.
Yeah.
Like, my timeline might be slightly off here, but this is all 2025.
Hey, would you go to Vegas around Halloween?
I can sure, yes.
Okay.
I'll find a way to make that happen. If
I'm
that's-
surprised you weren't doing beachy.
No,
because
no.
I didn't know if you're
If
really
you're
into
asking for
Halloween.
the reason that I think you're asking, I'll find a way to get
It's that reason. And here's the thing. Initially, we're going beachy, right?
Yeah.
I didn't get that fucking giant job, right? Fine. So that's a little pampering. Not that she has money, so it doesn't matter. We could do that. However, then she got hung up on the date. Because turns out I've had a lot of weddings.
Oh boy.
And she wants it to be special. And I was like, okay, we can figure this out. So then I literally said, I'm like, well, if you're all upset about it, just do it on New Year's here. Everybody's already here.
I would have thought New Year's.
Invite
for
your
sure.
family. And she's like, well, I don't want it overshadowed, which makes a little bit of sense. So then I was just on my phone and I was like, all right, are you opposed to Vegas? Because I always said, since I've had so many of them, I'm just done and I just want to make it simple. And she's like, I've never been there. I'm not opposed. So then I was like, all right. And Halloween's on a Friday.
But are you into Halloween stuff though? Like I feel like you.
No, but she is.
Are you a
Okay.
Halloweenie?
I'm not a Halloweenie.
I hate Halloween.
You hate
I
Halloween?
don't hate it.
What the fuck? That's weird.
I don't hate it.
Candy? Everybody loves candy.
You just don't
I-
love it.
I love stealing my kids' candy.
It's not my bag.
Yeah.
I'm shocked. Is that because they don't give out liquor along the route?
No, because I'm the one that's giving out liquor along the route.
Not anymore.
Not now.
Look me up in 2028.
What year was it?
Jim Schaefer said I'll be in the Bahamas for Halloween. Damn.
Holy shit, he might be winning.
I guess it was the year post-COVID when they finally let people go outside and, commingle and trick-or-treat
Of
again.
course.
Because, never mind. That nonsense that was COVID? Yeah, that. McGrogan usually has, some sort of Halloween party.
I wasn't invited. That's fine.
We weren't hanging out and you didn't know her, so.
Last year I knew her.
Angie said,
2021.
Dave, we can't be friends if you don't love Halloween.
I don't love Halloween.
That's weird.
And it's not everybody's
No,
vibe.
that's
Like, it's me
officially
and Johnny
fuck-
Mac's vibe because we both love, the horror, the blood, all that shit.
I understand that.
Have you ever met
It's
anyone
not
who doesn't like
everybody's.
Halloween in your whole life? I've never met anyone like.
Yeah, you have.
Yeah.
That's weird.
I don't dislike it. I just take it or leave it. It don't really do nothing.
You're not losing sleep over it.
I
I
don't
get
care.
that.
I don't know about that.
I don't know what my favorite holiday is.
I used to love Christmas because I was a kid,
I fucking hate Christmas.
Bro, when you clicked that, I thought a tree fell in the window behind you. I was like, why is that so noisy?
Yeah, fuck these new Dunkin' Donuts lids, by the way. If anybody gets Dunkin' Donuts coffee on the regular...
Oh,
they
the
change
dome lids?
They changed their fucking lids and they fucking suck.
What's sucky about them?
So, see this little fucking tab right here?
Yes.
It doesn't close once you open it. It really doesn't seal anymore.
It doesn't seat.
And it doesn't seat in that thing all the time. The other ones had a big, hinge on them, and you could push it all the way back.
I remember the hinge.
Yeah, they don't have them anymore. These things fucking
So the
suck.
heat just
And
kind
you
of.
spill it, right?
And yeah, there's increased probability of spillage.
Have you spilled it all over your pants while driving to the podcast?
No,
yet?
no, I have not.
Not yet.
I think we should keep spare pants here for you in the future.
Spare pants.
Jim said, my house is Halloween all year. Even my Christmas tree is black. My Christmas tree's black, too. Fire Pants said, since when is Vex into Halloween, LOL? I would think he likes Christmas more, Mr. Hallmark.
All right, number one, she had a procedure right around Christmas, and we had to go to a hospital together. Fire Pants, right? So I drive her, and I never understood the amazingness of the Hallmark Channel right around the Christmas time. And her and I together got to share these beautiful films that she doesn't seem to like.
John Quimby said, Christmas blows. Rest easy, Mama Mia. Johnny Mac said, good morning, everyone.
Hello, Johnny Mac.
Good morning.
I will say this: I've grown to like Christmas far more as I got older.
I think I like Thanksgiving the most.
Absolutely.
I fucking love
Absolutely.
Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving
think
is the king of all
I
holidays.
think it's my favorite.
Fire Pants said it was on Halloween.
But they started playing the shows, which was
Oh, yeah.
amazing. Like, that was amazing.
It's first off, not a specific date, just a long weekend every year. All right, that makes it awesome immediately. all
Why?
right? Huh?
Why?
Because it's a 4-day weekend right off the bat
You
there.
get a killer long weekend. All right.
Okay.
Usually, everybody likes to fucking get it in the night before Thanksgiving.
Wednesday's a big time,
It's
yeah.
a good time. And then if you really didn't get it in too bad the night before, you can get up and start banging them out early in the day. There's football on.
I was just gonna say,
fucking day.
there's football
all fucking day. And you know who always plays on Thanksgiving and almost always loses? The rat shit Cowboys. And I get to enjoy a holiday where I watch the fucking Cowboys shit the bed. Glorious. And then you get to be a fat fuck and eat whatever you want.
It is a nice
fucking
weekend.
great.
It's a great holiday.
It is.
And then if you don't host Thanksgiving, you just get to bounce with a bunch of leftovers and go crash on your couch. It's fucking awesome.
I prefer hosting it. I did my first one last year.
And that was right before, and you had the engagement right before then, remember?
You also didn't cook though. You ordered food. Like
we cooked a little.
But like the whole cooking of the whole dinner, that's a lot. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I don't cook, so we're fine. She has to cook it. Not my problem. I'm getting married. Not my problem.
Not my problem. It's your problem.
I have to do cleanup. That's a thing.
You do
Yeah,
have
but
to-
you enjoy that.
See, everybody says that. I don't know if I really enjoy it. I just need order before I can rest. That's like,
You're like a fucking Danny Tanner and shit.
I don't know what that means.
Danny
Yeah.
Tanner was Bob Saget on Full House.
Yeah, did you
Where he
watch
had to
fucking
clean-
Full House? I didn't fucking watch
A
Full
lot.
House.
Yes, I'm younger than you.
You watch Full House?
I have.
Yeah, you did.
I did
You
watch
did.
it. Yeah.
No, look, he didn't want to admit it at first. Did you see that?
I
He's
can't-
I did watch it a little.
Well, I did. All right,
No, but weren't we of the age when that was on that we were out doing things with friends and shit?
We were also like. It also started when we were like. I think it started at 87 too. So it was like.
Can you see what year Full House started, please?
86, 87,
I believe
so-
you. I didn't know.
Like-
I think it's later. I think it's like 89-ish.
No.
So how old are you at that point then? That will put you where?
We turned 13 in 89.
You're like starting to try and go get pussy at that point.
Premiered September 22nd, 87.
Boom, Ron. Perfect.
That's fine work, Ron.
So we're 11 turning 12 when that
Yes.
show.
Yeah.
But no, 12 years old. I have hair on
Yeah.
my little nuts there.
You
So
have better things to do at that point.
yeah. I remember
but-
thinking I wanted to fuck the fat one. DJ, is that her name?
Candace
Yeah,
Cameron, she
yeah.
married an NHL hockey player.
I heard that, and she got stupid thin, like really thin.
Not too bad.
Good though. And then the other one became a meth addict,
Yeah.
and the other ones became junkies, straight up heroin addicts, and they're billionaires. I hear.
Yeah, they're fashion designers. And they look like the girls from the Dark Crystal.
Okay, when you were watching Full House as a child, did you think any of those fucking children would break the way they broke? Did you think that the twins would grow up to be billionaires? Because that probably wasn't a thing on your
No.
mind, right? Bob Saget's dead, probably from a weird sex cult thing in his hotel room
Yeah.
that they won't release, which is amazing to me. What's her name? Cameron? Because her
Yeah.
brother was a crazy
Oh,
Christian.
he's a fuck.
And so is
he's
she.
a fuck nut. Yeah.
He's
so-
a lunatic.
He is a little bit. He's a bit much. He's a bit
Yeah, he
much.
went from growing pains to being a fucking batshit lunatic.
They said he took over the Growing Pains show. Like Mike was to have premarital sex. He's like, I will not do that. I don't know. I will
But he
get
has
married.
like fucking 9 kids too. He's got like a shit ton
That's
of
not a
kids.
negative thing.
I'm
Listen.
just saying.
You believe what you want to believe, and if you're happy with your religion, I'm cool on you. If you decide to go out in public and start telling people that their children are going to burn in hell because you had premarital intercourse, you're kind of a piece of shit.
I can tell you
No,
why.
you
he's,
are a piece of shit.
I can
Not
tell
kinda.
you. I can tell you why he's like that. For real.
Jim Schaefer said Olsen twins to the Shining twins.
There's footage of Leonardo DiCaprio being felt up on set by a producer
I've
at
seen
Growing. You've seen it, right?
Yeah.
Like inappropriate shit, right?
You think old Mike Seaver got fondled? Do
Well,
you?
I'm
Oh, I'm sure
saying
he did.
I'm saying they probably tried. And like remember the big muscular brother on the Urkel show?
Yeah, yeah.
He said they tried and he would just smack their hand away. But he's like, "Oh, they tried." Like,
I don't remember his name.
no,
But
who cares, right? He's the muscular brother.
he was a big dude.
He wasn't a big dude when he started, though.
No,
That's the
he was a
thing.
kid,
he was a
but-
kid, and they're like, "Hey, let me see your little cock of balls there." And he's like, "Whoa, whoa, 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 whoa."
But then again, Urkel wound up like 6'2", so...
He's like, "Yeah."
He got jacked too.
And now he's selling weed.
Is he really?
He has his own...
Purple Urkel.
Purple Urkel. He has his own strain of marijuana.
I just remember they made Stefan because he wanted to be cool on TV.
Yeah. And he was.
I never watched that fucking show either. I'm
Again,
too old. I'm too old.
You were older.
Yeah.
You had better shit to do. Like
So,
anything.
but I was like I could tell you anything about Gilligan's Island, Mary Tyler Moore's show. I was a big fan of fucking Carol Burnett's comedy thing.
This is the cat. I'm the skipper. That is a great picture. By
It's a good picture,
the way.
right?
Ridiculous.
What picture's that?
The
The one in the
yacht.
middle.
Rock.
Yeah. Yacht Rock was a banger for sure.
Yacht Rock was a banger. It was a good part.
It might have been the most successful of 2024.
think?
Yeah.
Yacht
Johnny-
Rock wins?
Johnny Mac said it's like boner getting a boner. And Jim Schaefer said writing staff is messed up too when they name your best friend Boner.
Well, no, but then Boner kills himself in real life. You're like, I got fondled too.
Wait,
He probably
here's,
did, yeah.
Here's the worst part.
Boner forever.
Boner.
Come home,
Yeah.
Boner. Boner, come home.
Boner for life.
Veronica Vega said good morning.
Holy shnikes.
That Veronica Vaughn is one fine piece of ass. So, the dude who played Boner, right?
Bonerific.
You ever hear this story? Not only did he commit suicide, he fucking had some type of mental health issues and he was at home with his parents. Takes off in the middle of the night, like basically runs away, you know?
At 35.
Yeah.
Like,
They can't find him anywhere. He goes to a public park and hangs himself in a tree. And they found him like 3 days later. Dude.
no one noticed.
Yeah. Like Boner just strung up from a
So then
dogwood.
it's Scotty from the original fucking, what's it called? Star Trek?
Star Trek, yeah.
That's his dad.
Yeah, yeah.
And he's on TV and he's like, Boner, come home.
Boner come home.
If you've seen Boner, please
And
let
we
us
had
know.
him up here too, remember?
Hashtag have you seen my boner?
Fucking,
Dude, I'm such a bad person.
There's that building on like North Broad Street, the Boner Forever like tagged on there.
oh my God, I do. I can see it in my mind. Boner
Yeah, like,
forever.
right by Broad Erie.
Fucking A. So classy.
Glorious.
Stay classy, Philadelphia. Did you see the story I posted on my Instagram and Facebook yesterday?
I didn't see your Instagram.
I had
story.
your voice in my head telling me to post it. Did you see it?
Was it the Be a Man guy?
No.
There was, I know I saw something you posted.
Norm Macdonald. And who's the little guy whose name I can't remember? Fuck. Johnny Crunch from Ford Fairlane movie. He's the counselor in that movie with the redheaded little kid who's a piece of shit.
You are doing bad at this today. I have
the
no
little
idea
redhead
what
kid
you're
was a piece of shit. What? Problem child?
Yeah. Who's in Problem Child? Who gives him the John Ritter? Who's the guy?
Oh, Gilbert Godfrey.
Gilbert
Yes.
Godfrey and Norm Macdonald are discussing muscular dystrophy and Jerry Lewis. It's so bad. And like
They're both awful.
Bro, I'm hysterically laughing watching it, right? And I'm like, I gotta post this. And I'm like, it's too racy, it's too fucked up. Because at the end, Norm Macdonald's like, we're going to hell. And then they're both dead, right?
Now I need to go back and see if I can find it.
So then I posted it and no one laughed. Not one person. People watched it.
No, I don't think I did watch it because I would have been laughing my
No
ass
one
off.
laughed.
Absolutely.
And then I make her watch it when she gets home, and she's just like, and I'm like, it's funny. She's like, I don't know if that's
It
funny.
is funny. It's always funny. It's
Now,
hilarious.
yeah, now I need to like.
I'm
pull
gonna
this
play
up.
it. It's really good.
Thank you.
I'm just gonna play it. The audio's enough, believe me.
Is there
I'm
any...
sure I'll laugh at it, and my wife will be like, "You're terrible."
Explain that it would be cured soon. If I kept phoning.
There was an episode of the telethon where you always turn away when it goes to the local station. But I would gladly I luckily stayed and watched. And it was Tony Orlando was hosting it. And Jerry Lewis would get the cute muscular dystrophy kids. And so Tony Orlando's got one like, and he goes, "What's your name?" and Tony Orlando goes, "Hey, wanna sing a song with me?" And I'm going, "Oh no, this isn't happening here." This kid
Listen, he
goes,
does two
"Come on,"
verses.
And he signals to the orchestra, and they start, and they start playing. And Tony Orlando goes, "If there's something wrong in the neighborhood, who are you gonna call?" Something bad. And it's no good. Who are you gonna call?
It's not okay.
Oh man, we are all going to hell.
Katie said, "Fuckers, hey Captain." Tiff is just here tapping away because she can probably hear it.
Tappa.
Yeah.
Tappa.
Oh my
I didn't
God.
even have tappa.
Tappa
That
tappa,
just made
Lisa.
me- That just made me laugh so hard.
It's so-
like
right?
tearing up,
So-
I'm
with
sweating a
laughter.
little bit.
I was eating my lunch and it came up and I'm just spitting food on the table. I'm like, this is brilliant. I have to post it. No one laughed.
Fuck them.
Well,
No
I
one.
I wish I had seen it out here. Well, I'm glad I got to see it here because everybody can see my fucking reaction to it.
What Norm video did I send you this week? I sent you something.
I don't know. I don't remember. You sent me a lot of stuff this week.
I did.
What the fuck was that about?
I was awake.
And you reacted to none of my stuff. You don't give me a haha. You don't give me an LOL. You don't do shit.
None of you guys react to the shit I sent.
All right, let's be
I'm
fair.
a bad person.
I do react to it because the list is filled with it. A.
Yes.
B. It's a lot, honey.
It takes a lot to go through it.
It does,
sometimes.
and then I lose stuff because you like post so much that I'll miss a couple.
Go ahead, Ron, say it. Just say
No,
it.
no.
I do rapid fire a lot, though.
Yes, you do.
But then you're really smart with the real ones because you texted me Val Kilmer, so I can't miss that
Right.
one. Like,
Okay, your fiance, again, texting and driving,
She might be at work by now.
no.
said, no,
Not
she's
gonna
got to
work,
go
not
to
gonna work.
Delaware. It's so bad. Jim Schaefer said, just give it a taparoo.
Just
Trevor-
a little tappy. Tap.
Tappa, tappa, tappa.
Trevor said, happy Friday, y'all. Thanks for coming out last week.
Yes, sir.
Oh, yeah.
Little Dread Star.
What's happening?
That wasn't awkward for me at all.
You called me. You called
Did we
me.
share the story? Do we tell the story?
I don't give a fuck. It doesn't do anything to me.
I told the fiance, so she knows already. All right, Ron. I've gotten divorced a few times.
You have.
And because of that, I've dated quite extensively. Tinder's a thing, you know?
Because after he gets divorced, he goes a whoring.
I do go on a tear. It's fact. These are facts. And it's 3 failed marriages, so it's a lot of whoring. So, I'm pulling up to the venue. My license plate says what it says, so there's no maybe about who's driving the Cadillac, right? That's not even a maybe. It says it. So I pull up, and I'm at a light, and I look to the right, and there's this rather thick goth girl that I met once, and never spoke to again, who's obviously now the girlfriend of one of the bands performing at the show Friday. And I look at, I just see, like, I don't know if we made eye contact, but I saw them. And the boyfriend is somebody I used to know back in the day. So I'm like, and now I'm disgusted with myself. I'm like, Jesus Christ, if I had my chick with me, not so weird, right? But I don't. I'm just a single guy by myself in the middle of fucking nowhere. So I pull around the corner, I park, I call Dave because I know Dave's coming with his lovely bride. I'm like, okay, Dave, what are you doing? He's like,
First off, I didn't even answer. I was in the Wawa when my phone is in the center console and my wife is driving. So he calls me and she answers the phone.
which was not what I was expecting. She's like, hello, Vex. And I'm like, fuck. Hi. Where's Dave?
You should have just told her.
I did tell her. I tell everybody everything. That's my problem.
You're an
It's
open
the
book.
show.
I wrote it too. No one bought it. So I explained to her the whole story. She finds it hysterical.
Of course she does.
And she's like, well, we're going to be there in about 2 minutes. You should be okay. I waited 10 minutes, Ron. 10. T-E-N. No one's there.
You gotta remember, when I got on the phone, I told you 10.
You did say 10, but she said 2, and I believed her. So now 10 minutes elapsed.
Talking about a woman driving again.
Thank God Mel is loading in his equipment. I'm going to help Mel, and I'll slip right in the fucking door, and we'll be super smooth.
Like back in the day when you had to sneak underage people into the show and you handed them the bass drum.
And I
Carry
picked up
this, fucker.
And I picked
Yes.
up a bass guitar, and I'm like walking with the bass guitar, and I'm feeling groovy. And then we make eye contact, me and the lady.
And then she's seen me.
She's seen me, and she was standing outside smoking because that's what they do, goth people. And so her and the guy are smoking in the corner. He's oblivious as fuck, which I'm glad she didn't dime me out, which is kind of nice. So I walk up, and then she does one of these. And I'm like, good, she's avoiding my gaze. I act like I don't see anything. I'm like, hey, what's up, guys? Saying hi to people, shaking hands, walk in with the bass guitar, blah, blah, blah. I go right to the fucking stage because Johnny Mac's setting up.
Yeah.
I can help Johnny Mac set
I
up.
can. Anything to avoid that.
So she won't come into the venue, which I didn't know because I'm afraid to look behind me. And the venue is the size of this bottle. Like it's
a very small.
So it's this bottle. Like, and I was here and the door was here and I was afraid, you know. So anyway, she didn't come in at all. And so now Dave shows up. We have a good laugh. I keep looking back. There's no one there. Pretty cool. Johnny Mac, they play a dude, the sound was good.
Dude, for that weird little room, the sound was
They were
fucking
crystal
awesome.
clear. Johnny Mac liked the kick drum. It was good times. Good set. And Mel didn't use his rig at all. He still sounded like Mel. So that was cool.
Look, man, you can't deny that dude's talent. Mel's fucking good.
I'm just saying, normally he has the rig. And he didn't bring the rig. He used somebody else's little tiny thing, and it was fine. So the set's ending. Now I'm breaking Johnny Mac's stuff down. And I'm moving. And then I see. But she's sitting with her back to the stage in a chair on her phone. And I'm like, whew, I'm just putting stuff down. And then our dear friend expressed to me he was very unhappy in his relationship for a very long, loud amount of time. And so I left.
Jim Schaefer said, I heart reacted to your story, Vex, because I love those guys. Your fiancé said, I'm sitting in the parking lot that is called 95. Trevor said, oh, juicy kiss and tell gossip. Katie said, based off Cheryl's time schedule, never believe that. And Trevor said,
Correct.
venue was small but cool and sounded good.
It did sound good.
You know how Angie tells you that everything's right next door? According to my lovely wife, everything is 5 minutes away.
We'll be there in 2 minutes.
No, we won't. We will be there in 10.
You said that. You literally said it.
I
but
did.
then I
And
waited.
I was there in 9.5 minutes.
I know you weren't because I waited the full 10. And I was like, all right.
I had to walk from the car.
And thank God Mel showed up. Thank God. No, because then I was in there for a good 8 minutes before you showed up. Unless you were outside smoking.
I was outside talking to somebody.
Okay. Because you just showed up later.
I don't remember who I was talking to, but someone.
Probably some goth chick.
No, she was out there. But I don't know. Might have been Smed. I might have been talking to Smed outside.
It was just, I hadn't had that happen in a long time. Where it's like, you never saw them again, you never spoke again. I didn't enjoy myself so much. So.
That's a weird place to run into somebody, too.
And it's so small.
Cool spot, though.
Angie said, down the street.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
She has no fucking idea of space or time.
It's the thing.
We're an hour in, we're on one topic.
It's 45 minutes, and we're about to do 2.
Morgan Wallen walks off Saturday Night Live stage during the end of the credits abruptly and rudely. Do we know who Morgan Wallen is?
Yes.
He's kind of a piece of shit.
And ready, country artist, so Fire Pants will chime in that she loves him in 3, 2, 1.
He's the best!
Not quite. I might have overshot.
Maybe
it
she's
a
not
little
listening, actually.
But
Yeah, she's getting sick of our bullshit.
the muscular dystrophy thing might have thrown her off.
But he said,
Might
like,
throw off a lot of people.
did he said the N word with a hard ER?
Oh, he did.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he did a hard R.
Hard R?
Yeah.
Hard R.
Yeah, he did that.
No, I think it's ER because the other one's the A, right?
No, but they just say hard R.
Okay, I can say what I want. It's America.
You can, and this is your podcast, so do whatever you like.
Our
Oh,
podcast.
Fire Pants said, hey, he didn't know what was going on.
How come he posts immediately after, take me back to God's country in his fucking Learjet?
Probably because he's
I feel like SNL's a little fucked up, if I'm honest with you. They're a little fucked up. What they did to Shane and stuff, they're a little fucked up.
yeah, fuck him.
Yeah.
They're a little fucked up. I want to play it. I would love to play it, and I would never leave. I'd go to the after party. I'd hang out. I want all kinds of shit. But I wouldn't get drugged in like Diddy either.
No.
Samantha said, he from down south.
Of course he is.
Did you ever
Isn't she from Frankfurt? Go ahead.
Did you ever hear the Jim Brewer story about Jack Nicholson on Saturday Night Live?
I don't think I did.
His first season on
No,
SNL.
tell me.
Jack Nicholson hosts Saturday Night Live, and he's like, I'm a young comedian. It's my first season on Saturday Night Live. He's like, I am fucking starstruck.
Of course.
It's Jack fucking Nicholson. He's like, the show ends, and we're going to the after party. He's like, I worked all week. I'm tired, but I want to go to the after party for a little while. He goes, I got in the elevator because apparently you got to take an elevator somewhere to go to the after party, wherever it is. He's like, I get in the elevator, and a hand stops the doors as they're closing. Opens up, and it's Jack Nicholson. It's 3 a.m, and he's wearing sunglasses.
Of course he is. Cocaine, brother. Cocaine.
He looks at Jim Brewer and he says, "You look how I feel right now." He's like,
Firepants said he made he's mad how the show ended. Trevor said SNL is a microcosm of Hollywood culture. I'd get the fuck out of there as fast as possible too, lizard people. Jim said, does he play the only dark I like is when I turned off the lights? And then Samantha said he made a statement.
So go ahead.
so he says they're standing next to each other in the elevator. Brewer's like, "I don't know what to say to this."
Yeah, of course. What's the reply, right?
He's like, another after party. He's like, sometimes there's just want to warn you, there's usually a lot of like paparazzi by the elevator at the after party. And Jack Nicholson's like, "Don't worry about it, kid." He says the doors to the elevator open, and there is more paparazzi there than Brewer has ever seen.
Ever, because it's Jack Nicholson, yeah.
And Nicholson takes 2 steps off the elevator, looks at him and goes, "You got your cameras? Start snapping."
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
He's like, that was amazing. He's like, fuck it. He's like, that dude doesn't care.
And now he really doesn't care
Well, not now.
because he's peeing on himself right now.
Yeah.
He's what, like 80 something?
It's not that. All the frontal lobe damage from the cocaine use from 1962 to now.
Yeah, to like last week.
Yeah.
Who, Jack Nicholson?
Yeah. And then right when you think Nicholson's over, he makes $150 million back end off the Batman franchise.
And he's 87.
Oh, wow.
Dude, that's the greatest thing.
So
ever.
when he's 60, he gets, well, no, it's way earlier than that. 'Cause 30 years ago, he's 57, right?
Yeah.
In the movie. So he's 52 when he makes all that fucking money.
I mean, I'm sure he had money before that.
No. But then he gets the fuck you money. Like, he was always a millionaire.
Yeah.
But then to get $150 million in 1990 money is like $300 million today.
I forget the exact numbers, but I think they said at the time for him to play the Joker, they offered him what at that time in Hollywood was a fairly
like 20 million or something
exorbitant
insane. Yeah.
a salary to do the movie.
Yeah.
And he was like, it was like 20 million. We'll say 20 million. And he's like, "No, I'll do it for 6, but I want
Back end.
back-end licensing rights for the franchise, not that one movie."
Mm-hmm.
And it's made him like $200 million.
But in 1990, he got $157 million alone in 1990.
That's amazing.
Yeah, that's the thing. So, and no one knew it would be that fucking huge. No one knew. That was a huge movie in the summer '89. That was it.
Oh,
It was that.
That was huge.
That was the big one, and then Do the Right Thing is like not the big one.
I remember. Do you remember how big Batman was? Like, that was the biggest deal ever.
If you guys remember, it had never really been done. That's not really true. I'm a liar. 10 years earlier in the 70s, Superman does it first.
Mm-hmm.
And then they have the fights with the director, and it fucked up the second one, blah, 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 which could have been like the greatest movie ever. It's still good, but it could have been the greatest movie ever. That's a whole thing.
Yeah.
Donner got
Nobody
fired.
does the Batusi anymore.
All right, can I ask an honest-to-God question, and I'm dead serious?
All West.
Why, when Christian Bale becomes Batman, don't they make West the Alfred?
I don't know why.
I feel like it would have been ideal.
Oh, I'm sure.
I
that
think
would
you
be
could have
great.
done it at any point.
Yeah. Could have done it in the first movie.
He wasn't old
Not
enough.
quite old. I mean, you could
But
have.
by the time it kicks in, he's like 70. You know what I mean? When you have Christian Bale,
Yeah.
like he really, really could have been Alfred. He really could have been. Because Michael Caine wasn't tiny. And like, remember the guy that in the 90s was a really small guy?
Yeah.
Michael Caine's a big guy, at least comparably. So he's not like little. And Adam West is really tall.
Yeah.
So it's like, it would have worked for, I think. Although, I'm not going to lie, Michael Caine was pretty great in that role. And I
that
do
rubber
love it.
Body armor. All West.
Pure West.
Just back away, kids.
Batusi. We used to have a DJ in the band, and he would get really high and then just start doing the Batusi during our practices.
Why?
That is pretty
It
awesome.
was pretty awesome. It was pretty awesome.
I don't know, man. I don't think I'm into that.
It was awesome. Giant black eye light.
Hey, how'd you feel about last week, by the way? Speaking of practices.
Scared.
Why?
Because someone only sent me 3 songs, and it's fucking 4-4.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
That's why. How'd you feel? That's more important.
Frightened.
Really?
Yeah. You were on key and on time. Done.
I can do both. It's just the parts.
That's all you got to do.
And then the one chorus that was having the problem with, I did record you doing
Yeah.
it, so I have that version.
Feel better about it
I
now?
do. It's a good chorus too.
It's all right. It's not my favorite.
What's your favorite chorus?
Gemini.
It's pretty good.
That's my favorite song. It's
Pretty fucking good.
That song's really good.
Hellbound's fire, dude.
I
That's a hit. Hellbound's a hit.
think.
Oh yeah.
Really?
Oh yeah. It gets caught in my head.
I wrote that song before I was technically in the band.
And
I wrote that song for my audition.
I think they wrote the music before you were in the band, because
They did.
I remember the other version was like 8 Foot Ditch, I think it was called, or something like
I
that.
know.
And it was about, there was a kid, you might remember this, in Ben Salem, who just killed a bunch of kids. A kid killed a bunch of kids over a
Oh,
fake
I
drug
remember.
deal.
I know which one you're talking about.
And then Shang wrote a song about it.
Oh, nice.
And like they would start playing it, this great
like
fucking
6 Foot Ditch or something
So-
like
I thought it was
that,
8
yeah.
foot, but maybe it was 6 foot ditch. And he had like a land mover on his land, and he just fucking picked up the land and put all the bodies in and
Nice.
covered it back up.
Yeah, I remember that shit.
Yeah. And you're,
I'll,
That's pretty fucking gruesome.
it is gruesome, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I talked to.
Ironically, wearing a shirt from the band Gruesome.
Is he eating an arm?
Yes, he is.
I feel like that's a little racist.
I don't know who did that artwork because it looks like.
I think Ed Repka did it.
I don't know who that is, but
He did like Megadeth stuff and a whole bunch of things.
Megadeth.
How do we feel about the Megadeth?
Yeah.
Didn't Risk ruin the career a little bit?
That and all the fucking drugs and the Christianity.
He's always done the drugs, though.
Yeah.
So from the door, he's like on and off with the drugs. I'll excuse the drugs, right?
Yeah.
Great fucking guitar player. Like at the
Yes.
end of the day, he's incendiary. He's great.
Terrible singer.
He knows it though. He has no delusions.
He
knows
his
it.
shit.
He knows.
He does.
And so that kind of
John Quimby said, Cosmo, I babysat him in jail.
But yeah, I fuck Dave Mustaine. I'm not a fan.
Dave Mustard Stain.
I think he fucked somebody we knew while married,
I mean,
which upset me tremendously.
he's a rock star.
No, don't be Christian married guy now and then fuck my friends.
There's also rumors that one of James Hetfield's kids is his.
That is a rumor I heard.
You ever seen pictures of her?
No, I thought it was a boy.
No, it's a her.
It's a her?
Yeah.
Just because the red hair?
Literally the same red hair.
Yeah, but red hair's like that.
Not really. I'm not Dave Mustaine's kid.
We don't know that.
I can sing better than him.
Everybody
So you didn't
can.
get those genetics.
Bob Dylan's respected as this great songwriter, and he can't sing a lick. So Mustaine not being able to sing, I don't hold it against him. Tell me you didn't fucking like Countdown to Extinction.
I do.
Right?
Rust in Peace was better.
No. Rust in
No.
Peace. No, I was just going to agree with you, Ron. Rust in Peace is pretty fucking amazing. Peace sells, but who's buying?
That's a
all,
good album.
That's the thing. It's all pretty like they're pretty great. They're pretty fucking great. And then Risk kind of
I think I probably lost interest after Euthanasia.
That's where I kind of dropped off.
Do you know
Euthanasia is a cool album.
that
though,
in
too.
high school, Johnny Mac was in a band called Euthanasia?
Yes.
Did you know that?
No.
And they stole my fucking lead guitar player. And that's my first time meeting Johnny Mac, that cocksucker. And
Fuck that guy.
and I didn't know, right? So then a year and a half goes by. Now me and King Sam are in a band, and we meet Johnny Mac backstage at some fucking church. And every band is using Johnny Mac's drum kit. Because even then, nobody has a kit. But Johnny Mac does. He's not even playing. He's like, yeah, man, I just let everybody my kit. It's cool. And he's hanging out backstage. He looks like Jeff Ament from fucking Pearl Jam. Like twins. I'm like, is that guy a bass player? Like, no, he's a drummer. I was
That
like,
was before he morphed into the Unabomber.
Right.
well, that was when he was doing the bombing.
Yeah.
Everybody knows this. He was trying to get Jeff Ament caught, but it didn't work out.
Yeah. It's undercover.
Had to go to somebody else. Anyway, that motherfucker was in a band called Euthanasia, and they stole my guitar player.
I'm sorry about that.
And I think he played the cell block the last night it was ever open before it burnt down. I think that was him.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah. Kind of suspicious that he played the cell block.
And then it burnt down.
Yeah. Kind of suspicious there.
It didn't blow up.
No, but the
But
Unabomber
that's how
starts
you-
happening a year after that.
But that's how you got to start, you know?
Like, that's the beginning.
Fires.
You
and
got to
then it
start
goes-
somewhere.
Got to learn your MO, you know?
Yeah.
Never caught. I like Prison Mike. No one ever caught me either. Why are you in prison, Prison Mike? Shut up.
Did you ever play that shithole, the ground floor down in Newark?
Never even heard of it.
Yeah, it was a real crap heap.
It was a real crap heap. All right. What's your worst experience of a venue that you still think about?
Like, in what way?
I think the worst place we ever played was the beginning, the Firenze.
Like shithole type?
Because
That
the
was
stage was the size of this.
Yes.
This was the stage, and it was pretty much a drum riser is what it was. Like, and we stuck everything up there.
Somehow, yes.
Everything. Now, granted, the amps weren't as big in 1995 as they are today,
Yeah.
but we played it a lot.
Full on worst experience, Crocodile Rock in Allentown.
Well, no, that's not the worst. That's not the worst venue. That's the worst experience. What's your worst venue?
Worst venue. Ooh, that's tough.
I was so happy to play it. Actually, I don't know. Like, I don't want to talk shit, but I see pictures from like the Rail House and stuff, and I like get really cringy. It feels like rough. Like, I don't like when you're on the floor. I don't like that.
I don't
shit.
like it either.
Like, you're just in a corner of the bar. Hey, this is our stage. It's not. There's no stage. I know.
I'll be honest, dude. For a tiny ass venue, that place on Friday is not bad.
No, it was cool. It had a lot of character.
Yeah.
I don't know who I would know who
What
would.
was the venue?
Warehouse 3. It's like in Swarthmore.
Dude, I
Never heard of
You're
it,
never
dude.
gonna find it either.
Yeah, it's down
You'll
an alley.
never find
Like,
it.
What did I tell you?
There's a
before you
goth
went?
girl at the end smoking. That's how you know you're there.
He's like, what's this place like? Because it's 2 miles from my house. I've been there before. He's like, what's it like? I'm like, if 25 people show up, the place is going to be packed.
And it was packed.
And I didn't lie about that.
Yeah. And then
It is small.
And is the not having a bar there like a big deal breaker?
Well, no, you can
'Cause
bring your own
beer, right?
Yeah.
right? So here's what
And-
Smed said, which was brilliant. We should play there and just bring a keg of beer, and when you pay your $10 to get in, you can drink
Get
for
it
free,
yeah.
which would be amazing. They end at 10 o'clock. That I can't work with that. I can't work with it. I can't start at 6. I can't do it. Jobs, cars.
You don't have to start at 6.
What time are we gonna play? 9:30. Starscream at 9:30. We don't fucking do that shit, dude.
I don't play at fucking 9. You know who the fuck I am?
It's not even that.
We play at 10.
I'll be honest. I just played in the afternoon. I'll play anytime. But the band won't fucking show up by 9:30.
Anyway, how did this other show come up that you just gave me? The McQuinn's gig.
All right. You want to tell the truth? Okay. Remember that Larry and Rich were in a band together, okay? Before I knew anything, right? They were in a band together.
Yes.
Rich comes to practice. He's like, hey, man, I want to play this venue. And if you're in my band and you ask for something, I try to make it happen. I'm like, yeah, we can definitely do that. I think it's closer to his house, so he prefers that.
Yeah,
no
it
problem.
is.
It's in Jersey. It's only 30 minutes from here. Isn't that fucking crazy?
From here,
That's crazy.
which puts it a little over an hour from
For you, exactly.
It's close for Johnny Mac too.
So, the only person I know with any contact there is Larry. So I write Larry, and this is weeks ago because he's Larry. And I'm like, bro, I can you please?
Jim Schaefer said Johnny Mac Kinski. Angie said I hated to go see you at Freddy's in Bristol.
I loved Freddy's.
Freddy's was a cool
I
spot.
loved Freddy's. I did. I don't know why. That was a shit stage, but I loved it. It was like the long, thin ones.
Yes.
Where you can stand over here and the drum gets over here. Anyway, so fucking, what were we just talking about?
McQuinn's.
Okay. So Larry, I write him. I'm like, hey, can I please get contact information to book McQueen? He's like, I'll stop in for you, Vex, no problem. And I'm like, well, that's not what I asked for, but okay. And then 600 days elapsed, and I wrote him, and I was like, hey, buddy, remember that McGuinn's thing? He's like, oh, I forgot, man. I'm sorry. I'll take care of it. Boozdy bop. And I'm like, cool. And then, for real, another week or two goes by, nothing. We have practice. He jams with King Sam and Johnny Mac and had the time of his life. Yeah. It was a fun fucking experience. He gets home and he's like, I'm going to go to McGuinn's for you right now. And I'm like, okay. So he goes to McGuinn's. He gets a date, which I didn't even ask for a date. He gets a date. He's like, can you guys play this date? I'm like, he's like, Austin, you and Pistol Razor. And I was like, oh, I don't, okay. So that's how that happened. I didn't know you were playing it at all. I thought you were having a bebe. So I didn't think it was going to be a thing. But that's where that came from.
Sorry.
He just assumed automatically you're going to play it. Did anyone tell Gary?
Yes. So the rule in Pistol Razor is book it. Fuck it, book it.
See, we can't do that because our drummer's in 35 bands.
Well, we usually check with Johnny Mac.
And then
And
King
he's
Sam.
playing double duty, correct?
He said he does that. He doesn't do triple.
Yeah,
So
he
don't
won't
call
do triple.
Trevor because
He's
I
done that
almost
before.
fucking did.
Yeah.
So it's going to be Pistol Razor, 30 odd 6, and then Starscream. So he gets a break in the middle.
Okay. You gotta open that show? Fuck.
I was trying to get Will T to open it acoustically.
I'll open it acoustically. I got the acoustic cover act. I'll do it.
For real?
Yeah.
Are you fucking with me right now?
Why?
Because you're smiling.
No, I'm serious. You want to watch me sing acoustic covers for 40 minutes?
Not even. I need you for 20. Just open the show.
I can do that.
So, will you really do it?
Yeah.
So, what are you calling it?
I'm not sure yet.
Anyway, here's Wonderwall.
Yeah, right? Who's the guitar player?
My bass player from New Legacy.
Did your guitar player just quit?
No, he's in it too.
What does he do?
He plays solos over the acoustic.
So seriously, we want to do? I would love that.
Yeah, we can do it.
I love that. So
I have to check with these people, but yeah.
So you go on at like 9:30. Pistol Razor goes on. Yeah, that'd be fucking. I would love that.
So I get to go on at 9 and 9:30.
Yeah.
I'm fine with that.
Well, you're already warmed up. For a singer, it's easy to go straight through. It's if the singer does the double thing that it gets weird.
Yeah, no, that shit's easy for me to sing. So like, the acoustic shit's easy.
You know what I miss? I miss Icons.
I really do.
They let us do whatever the fuck we wanted.
Yeah.
And it was always fun.
But nobody ever drew. Like, we never drew a crowd there.
That's not true. One time we played with the Double Planet.
Yeah.
They drew. Remember that night?
Yeah. That's Bill's band.
Yeah, they drew though, because they're Delaware.
Yeah.
Every time I play Delaware, I try to get them, and they're never available. But they drew, and it was fun.
Jim said, "Call it Dave's traveling fuckery."
I feel like the Dave traveling part's kind of nice.
It's called Hellahoy.
Oh my God! Please call it Hellahoy.
It is.
Yeah, there you go.
Helehoy. And I'll explain to you why, because I had to show you pictures for the explanation, and it's funny as shit.
Hoy hoy.
Yeah, it's where I got it from.
No, that's not what it's from.
Why wouldn't you just tell me the name then? Hellahoy's amazing.
I think that's what we're going with.
If his drummer didn't fucking used to have a band,
Don't look at me.
you stole him. He was Legacy's first.
No, I don't think he was. No, he was Blasphemous' first.
Yeah.
For real, how many years has he in Blasphemous?
9 years.
A lot.
Yeah.
Our fucking 7-year drummer who quit 4 years ago now showed up at the show Sunday.
I thought that was nice.
It was nice actually.
I didn't see him.
Were you there?
He wasn't
Oh,
there.
Sunday.
Yeah.
I mean.
I don't remember you being
I
there
thought
at
you were
all.
talking about Friday.
Sunday.
Oh, I didn't hear the Sunday
Starscream played Sunday.
Yeah.
It wasn't bad though going.
Trevor
in there.
didn't show up. Just saying.
It's fucked up, man.
I don't think he's ever been to a Starscream show in his life.
I'm sure.
I've been to like 13 fucking Dread Star shows.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't you have somebody booked to come on soon?
Yeah. Tentatively.
So
That's
next week is the singer from Machines of Penalty.
not- Okay.
And then the following week is supposed to be your guy.
No. Next week is supposed to be Matt from Machines of Penalty, then Trevor, then my guy.
Oh, Trevor. In there, yeah. Ron's like checking his calendar. He's like, fuck you guys.
That's the thing. But my guy is sort of tentative yet because he has a real job. And
Isn't he a famous Australian?
no. How many famous Australians are there?
3.
Name
Crocodile Dundee.
them. Yeah.
In Excess.
Steve Irwin.
No, that guy. That guy. Hold on. Yahoo Serious. 3.
Einstein.
I invented rock and roll.
He did not.
The accent completely wrong for Einstein.
Yeah.
Why? Oh.
Why was he from? And he wasn't Australian. He was from Tasmania.
No, in real life though.
No, but in the movie, he's from Tasmania, not Australia.
Yahoo Serious, right?
Yeah.
Yahoo Serious. What the fuck were the 80s like, dude?
A lot of
Do you-
cocaine, dude.
Yeah.
His decision was solely
A
on
lot of cocaine. Do you guys understand that Crocodile Dundee got funded by the INXS frontman? Did you know that?
No, I did not.
Michael, whatever his fucking
Michael
name,
Hutchins.
he produced the film, and so he gave them like, I don't know, $500,000 or $1 million, which finishes the movie. He made $40 million off of this fucking movie
Yeah,
because
they made another one.
I mean, there's
They
like
made 2 of
no.
them. They made 3.
Did you see the one in the 2000s?
No, I
Oh,
didn't watch
not
I
bad.
like to remember them the way they were.
No, not bad.
No?
Jim Schaefer said, "Hey man, Yahoo Serious put bubbles in beer."
That's also true. That's also true. That was a Tenacious D reference.
I know. I'm so mad at Tenacious D.
Fuck Jack Black. Fuck Jack Black.
Right?
Sold out your boy for Disney money, you cunt.
Cunt. And that movie bombed anyway.
Yeah.
Fuck him. Just have your boys back. That's just,
Now he's in the Minecraft movie.
I don't like Jack Black anymore.
Nope, no, he's out on my list.
And it ruined because I love that record, the first one. Not before Pick a Destiny, the album one, whatever it's called. And now I just can't even. It comes on my iPod. I'm just like,
Yeah. I don't know. So I still gotta listen to it.
sick.
Karate, I'll kick your ass from here
To right over there.
Oh yeah, motherfucker.
I'm gonna kick your fucking derriere. Yeah.
You broke the rules. Now I pull out all your
Pubic hair.
Yeah. Motherfucker.
Eat my fucking schnitzel. And I lived with a guy who
You
lived
coming in here recording flute tracks behind my back?
in your ivory tower. It's so good.
It is good.
I liked it when it was on HBO. I loved it. Fuck him.
Yeah. Fuck that
And
guy.
fuck Dave Grohl too.
Why fuck Dave Grohl?
I'm okay if you're a filthy musician, okay? A, he's older than all of us, so he should have it out of his fucking system at this point. And like, you got kids, and then you're like all talking about your kids in the press and your wife.
Yeah.
Like, don't do that and then have a girlfriend you knocked up on the side the whole time.
Right. Yeah, that's a shit.
Like, don't do both. Like, you can be quiet about your family and then
Yeah.
just be like a scoundrel. I understand.
We recorded this album in my house.
Yeah, my kids were there, and then went swimming with my daughter, and it was
Yeah.
on. And he did that. He marketed that,
Yeah.
knowing he has a goth girlfriend on the side.
I'm not mad about the goth girlfriend. All right, you do you. You're a rock star.
He had to knock her up.
No,
Pull out, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Or get clipped at this point. You're old as fuck.
Yeah, definitely should have pulled.
That's
out.
all right. I'm not even kidding. I'm literally quoting Carmela Soprano. Could you imagine what an illegitimate child would do to this family? And it's like a thing, man. It is. And it's a world stage. And then the biggest cunt move in America. All right. If he was like, fuck you, I did it, I'd respect it. But then to go online and be like, I'm sorry, I did this. I fucked another bitch. And I will try to be a
You're
good
not
father
sorry
to
you
my
did that.
baby.
You're sorry you got caught.
Amen. As someone who gets caught a lot. Go
Jim
ahead.
Schaefer said Jack Black may ingest a satchel of Richards.
Satchel.
I'm screenshotting that because I think that's
That's a
Big
pretty good
old
one.
bag of dicks.
That's a pretty good one. But so Dave Grohl pushing the family thing down my throat for the better part of 15 years.
Right, which I was all for.
If it's real.
Yeah, good on
Don't
you.
use it as marketing.
Right.
Or think about like there's famous people where you don't know anything about their families. Like the one with brain damage. Oh, Jesse's girl. What the fuck? He's
Rick
got
Springfield.
You don't know a fucking
Springfield.
thing about his family, but he probably fucked every pig on the road, and that's okay too.
I mean, it's Rick Springfield. That dude was getting mad pussy before he was a musician.
Yeah, when he was on General Hospital.
That dude was crushing as an actor first.
None of that's accurate.
No?
In 1967, at the age of 17, he was a musician in Australia, already getting bitches, right?
Oh, so you're saying
Listen,
Rick
listen.
Springfield was a famous Australian also?
No. That's the thing. He's not. So I want you to guess where his first international tour was at 17. Guess. You'll never get it.
Wembley Stadium.
Viet fucking Nam. And because
I was
they're
going to say Brazil. but-
because they're in Australia, he doesn't know there's a war. Because he's 17 and he's in Australia. And they're like, do you want to go to Vietnam? And he's like, fuck yeah, Asian pussy, let's go. And he's like, we landed and they were shooting at us. And he's like, I'm 17. What the fuck? And they played a string of shows entertaining the troops.
This place looks like a war zone. Well,
He didn't know.
it's more of a conflict zone.
So he lives through it. The band lives through it. They get back to Australia. He's like, "Fuck this! I'm going to the States." And because he performed for the troops, they let him in. So he comes and he lives in for 10 years in LA. Then you don't even know this. You don't even know this. He had a cartoon series in the 70s. Every Saturday morning, he had to write a song for the cartoon thing that would go on, and he was a cartoon with giant hair and little tight pants and shit. You should look this up, by the way. The Ricky Springfield fucking cartoon from the 70s. Before he's even fucking anything, he had a fucking TV show.
good for him.
Yes.
So then, of course, the show fizzles because it's fucking the 70s. When the 80s comes around, you're nothing. She's like, I don't know. I started taking acting classes. And next thing you know, I'm in General Hospital.
Mission Magic.
What year?
73.
73!
That's what.
Jesse's Girl isn't until 83, man. Yeah. The whole time. Crushing pussy the whole time.
He was probably smashing everything in Australia.
And he was gorgeous. He's gorgeous now. Imagine him at 18.
Yeah.
And he could already play and sing.
How old is he now?
72?
I'll tell you in a moment.
Ron knows.
Fucker. 70-some years old.
75.
75, you'd be right. 50.
75, yep.
Yeah, 1950. You're totally right.
Fucker.
But when he's 17, he's already on tour. He didn't know it was a war zone. Comes to America, has a TV show by 73. By 73! He's 23 years old, he has a TV show. Fuck him.
Yeah.
Charm life. Then, in 1990, he's making the worst television programs ever with, like, Corey Feldman.
And he was in General Hospital, that soap opera or whatever, for a while.
I know that you're obviously not listening to the program, but we just put that in the timeline, too.
Doing things over here.
I'm
I got
busy.
some interesting breaking news on here.
What?
Russell Brand charged with rape and assault in London.
All right, no. Accused or charged?
Charged.
Oh.
Pull it up, Tiffany. What do you got?
Oh, breaking news on the Vex on Vex podcast.
You're the Robin. If it was from like 15 years ago, it's possible.
Oh, I'm sure it is.
I'm not saying. I don't think today, but back then, it's fucking
I don't know,
possible.
They're
man.
pulling up some old charges on
Yeah.
him after he like changed his approach and everything, you know.
It says he's charged with rape and sexual assault, will appear in court in May.
I bet you it's from a long time ago.
Oh,
I don't
I'm
think
sure.
it's.
I don't think it's recent.
No.
Yeah, when he
wonder-
broke away from the woke Hollywood.
I want to know how hard somebody pushed that because he's fucking telling everybody governments to go eat dicks.
All I know, if it was the old days, statute of limitations, motherfucker.
Okay, so this says they charged him 49 with 1 count of rape, 1 count of indecent assault, 1 count of oral rape, 2 counts of sexual assault following an investigation that began in 2023.
Right when he
The
went.
charges relate to 4 women.
Right when he went.
yeah, right.
Right.
Oh, started in 1999.
So 26 years.
So we got 1999, 2001, 2004, and 5. There's the 4.
And he was so fucked up in that time frame.
Yeah, he was majorly fucked up on
Yeah.
shit.
So, who knows what really went down then? Because probably he don't even fucking know.
No.
He might have just been getting a sneaky beach somewhere, while doing a bunch of illicit substances.
You know the Wonderwall joke we made a little while ago, Ron?
Yes.
Who's the Gallagher who doesn't do the singing but the guitar playing?
Liam?
That's
No,
Noel.
Noel. So Noel, right? Yes. Noel Gallagher. I'm not a rape apologist, but I'm going to say something. Noel Gallagher was out with Russell Brand in that time frame, 2005-ish, and he's like, we went into the bar. I'm married. Russell Brand's not. And he's like, we were sitting there. A chick walked up. They talked. He'd never met her before. They went to the bathroom. They shagged. They came back. He finished his drink with me. And he's like, this is this guy's life. This guy's a fucking star, right? So there was a lot of that happening. And it's hard to tell me that's rape. It is. It's hard to like push that off. A. B, I had a psychotic girlfriend try to allude to the fact that I may have sexually assaulted her at one point, right? Who lived in my fucking house for a year and a half, and my dad. And my mother said a good sentence. She was like, so let me just get this straight. He did this, and then you stayed for a year and a half. And then you moved out after he broke up with you for cheating on him, because she did. So, I don't know, man. That guy's really famous. I don't see him having to take it from anyone. Ever.
I mean, look.
99, he was really fucked up, though.
The Hollywood weirdos don't have to either, but that's their bag.
But if it's your bag, it's still your bag. He wouldn't just magically stop 2005. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you're a raper, you're a raper. I'm so not a raper.
So not a raper.
He's a full-on rapist.
I help people.
You mean philanthropist?
No.
I'm a full-on rapist.
Oh. What's your favorite food, Charlie? Milk steak. The fuck is milk steak?
Wait, with jelly beans
I
over
Googled
hard.
That.
It's not real.
What, milk steak?
Yeah.
It is.
No, it's not.
It is.
What is it?
When you have, this doesn't happen so often anymore, but like back in the day, like Depression era time.
So Charlie's referencing 1930s.
Yes.
Yeah.
When a lot of people were getting like poorer cuts of meat,
Yeah.
one of the ways to make them more tender was to soak them overnight in a milk bath and then cook it.
So it's just steak with milk.
But yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what a sloppy steak is?
I mean, I don't want to talk about that. Fill me in. What's the sloppy?
You said you don't want to talk about it.
Oh,
Which
no, I
is
definitely
it?
do.
Okay, so you get a medium rare steak with no sides, and you need a cup of water with no ice, right? And they bring it over in the plate in the restaurant, and then you get your a cup of water and just pour it, and make a sloppy steak, and start cutting that steak and splashing water all over the table. It's so much fun.
Why? Why, Ron?
It's a skit. It's a skit on a stupid TV show.
Oh.
And then like the waiter runs up, no sloppy steaks, guys, no sloppy steaks, and they're just cutting away. And there's
What
water
show is
flying on the
this
wall.
on?
I think you should leave. It's called.
Yes.
I've never seen.
It's so
that's-
good.
I know you've definitely seen some of the memes and stuff that involve that show.
Probably.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
that guy.
Wait, what's the one? You
You
think
sure about
You
it?
sure about that's
sure
not
about
why? That's that guy.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
And then
Did you ever see Detroiters?
55 tacos, 55 pies, and that.
75 Coca-Colas.
Yeah.
Is that like the equivalent to the 999 challenge you guys were talking about?
Well, Ron, explain the 9-9 challenge.
Because Johnny Mac could have gotten hit. They could have called the cops for me if he would have brought that to my attention.
Why are you obsessed with them?
We've talked about it before. I don't like them. I don't want
I
to look at
addressed
them. I
it,
don't want to fucking
and I
smell them.
was not incorrect with what I said. Ron said you should try the 999 challenge. Are you aware of what the 999 challenge is?
I do not.
Okay.
When you
9
go-
innings.
When you go to a baseball game,
Okay.
Yeah. 9 innings,
Okay.
9 beers,
every inning,
and 9 high definitions.
Wait, so it's only one in an inning.
You have to drink.
That's not a lot.
You have to drink a beer and eat the HD one an inning,
That's a lot.
No, but but an inning can be a long
the beer
time.
alone, though.
or
like,
it can be 6 pitches.
No,
Yeah,
that's
it can go
fucking. That's
quick.
that's
Especially
that.
with the pitch clock
No,
now,
you're
too.
right. You're right
Yeah.
with the pitch clock, especially. So what you'd have to do is get 2 beers and 2 of them,
I feel like you would just have to.
and sit down, and then bang them out.
I feel like at the beginning of the inning, you would just have to house the dog and chug the beer. That's the only way you're getting through it.
And then I found out that my husband, as lovely as he is, sent the fucking captain a picture of the lady in front of us that was eating one of them, and he fucking what's the word I'm looking for? Zoomed in.
Yes.
And he's like, you know, he's like, you want to take a look at this? I'm like, whatever you have on your fucking phone, no, I don't want to look at it. If you're sending it to Ron Kaiser, I definitely don't want to look at it.
Oh, geez. God damn. The hostility I'm feeling today. I haven't been here in like 2 months.
That's
and-
why.
So you're saying it was all like zoomed in though?
Ron probably has the picture
Oh.
still.
Lo and behold,
Talk amongst yourselves.
lo and behold, Johnny Mac is once again involved in giant wieners.
Yeah, so,
It's reared its ugly
here-
head yet
so
again.
here's what was said here. It's like, do you think I should send this to my wife? I'm like, how much do
No, I would no.
Right? Whatever.
First off, that's a big hot dog.
Yeah.
That's a quarter pounder. Like that's.
I don't want to fucking look at it
That's
because I felt like everybody around me was like eating them. No matter if I fucking look to the
You're
left.
at a baseball
I know.
game.
I need to probably sit in the fucking parking lot and listen to the game as opposed to being in there in the mix of shit.
I think.
Maybe go ask if they have an all vegan section.
No.
I love you, and I think you need to get over this a little
I
bit.
will- I never will.
Not fully. Just a little more
I never
tolerance.
will. No.
A little more
You're gonna
tolerance. Yeah.
smell the fucking aroma as you go into the ballpark
It's-
because that's what it is.
It's part of the ambiance.
Listen, and the moose lodge fucking like just
The moose?
traumatized me from the get go with
It's
that.
okay. You don't have to worry about that,
That
anymore.
The moose?
Yeah, the moose.
Who's the moosiest moose we know? Marty Moose.
Katie said Johnny Mac is a king. No, Johnny Mac was a real asshole.
No, Johnny Mac rules.
Right, he does.
He's
but
the
not
best.
with that. Like, I can only imagine how quick he zoomed in because I believe the lady was like, I'm here, he's here. She was right there. And I saw him lean this way and I'm like, I'm not even going to fucking look because I know what you're doing. And then Jim Schaefer said Tiff
He
doesn't
just wanted
watch.
to see her take a giant weed.
I don't want to fucking look at it, see it, smell it, hear it, nothing.
You got a great game though.
It was a fire game.
They fucking crushed that.
I mean,
day.
the cops were in our section. I mean,
It was the second game, right? You didn't go to the opener, right?
No,
You
we
did
didn't
second
hit the
game?
opener. I wish we would have went to that, but
That
we
was
got like
also a good
yeah.
game.
Jim Schaefer said Tiff doesn't watch anything in HD. He is absolutely right.
That is correct.
And Katie said, Tiff, have I missed a story? What is your issue with the delicious W's? I'm not talking about it because I'm
She
throw up
hates
thinking
them.
about it.
I don't know what you've been watching, but we discuss it pretty much
Yes.
weekly.
Here's the thing. I don't like the way they look, smell, taste. I get triggered with really bad hot dog headaches from the sodium in them. Watching somebody eat one, I
Let
just
alone
don't like
9.
it. I just don't like it. And
Can
then
you
if you
imagine
start...
trying to eat 9 of them?
No. And I think my son and his friends might have done that.
Did they pull it off though?
My kid could.
I don't know. It's so much sodium.
The beer
Yeah,
would
it is.
fuck me up because of like the
you,
liquid.
but
yeah.
like a regular like young man, he could drink 9 beers.
Yeah, Eric could definitely.
As
and
long
he
as he's not
eats the
driving.
HDs.
The beers would be less of an issue. I
Then
think,
that,
than
yeah.
the 9 hot
Plus, you
dogs.
got to. It's the fucking the bread.
I think it's more that the cost would be the thing that would hold me
Also,
back.
like ballpark beers. Like you grab a draft ballpark beer, they're not nearly as like foamy as like a can.
It's
of
watered
beer.
down, yeah.
Like you could get away with it a little bit. I feel like you could probably pound back 9 beers.
Well, maybe if
And
we
that-
all go
but
to the
yet
fucking.
they charge $15 for that shit.
Well, yeah.
Maybe if we all go to
She
the.
just belled you for no reason.
I have to. He hasn't been here in like 3 years.
Yes.
That's amazing.
Maybe if we all go to the Blue Rocks game, they might have one of those 9 challenges
Oh,
there.
man.
Because that's a nice
You up
stadium
for a Blue
there.
Rocks game, Ron?
I'm down for
It's
it.
such a nice
It
fucking
is.
stadium. I want to go.
Where's
I don't
our
even like
pic-
baseball.
Where's our picture at?
I
Oh, it's
there.
up there. Yeah.
All using the dugout, you know?
Katie said, hot dog headache, I'm dying. Katie, that's some true shit, though. A lot of sodium in those.
No, unbelievable.
Yeah. Jim Schaefer said beer
good for
bloats your stomach, and that's the thing.
That too, yeah.
And then what if you got to go to the bed? Like,
No,
yeah,
the
he's
best-
right. The bloating.
No, going there's got to be awful.
And then are you eating them plain? Like, you're not putting stuff on them.
Oh no, you gotta have condiments.
no,
that.
but not for 9. You can't.
You
It'll
can't.
fuck you
You'd
up.
be
If
throwing
you're
up.
having one, you condiment your life. But like,
Listen, I feel like in the grand scheme of 9 beers and 9 hot dogs, the condiments are negligible.
Like, I could do the alcohols.
We know.
But like, I mean, but the other things, I would literally fucking throw up as soon as they brought it to my, like, to eat one now. I'm good.
But yeah, I did some looking into a Blue Rocks game there.
it's got to be inexpensive, right?
I mean, it's not that.
First off, for a game like a month from now, 6 weeks from now, there are still like first row seats available.
Love that.
First row behind the home team's dugout on the first baseline, $40 a piece.
Love that too.
Yeah.
And the stadium is really
I mean,
nice.
go
It
down
is really nice.
One of the
Go down there and
nicer
get
ones.
Shit canned.
Right.
It's gonna be weird not to be able to go on the field though.
Yeah.
Oh, you get enough beers and you can go on the field.
That's why we go
You
to the
can go
beer
on
fest.
the field, but your day is over.
You'll get removed.
Eventually, they gotta catch you. You look like you're fast.
The beer fest is probably in October again, right? Isn't that when we went in October?
It was hot as fuck. It
Yeah,
couldn't have been
wasn't
October.
sure.
It was
hot
hot.
as fuck.
I mean, it was hot
And
I
we
remember
started
it
off
cooled
hot.
It cooled off in the afternoon.
because we were in an air-conditioned place eating sushi.
Also that.
We got the big room. I've never had the big room before. The private room where the doors close.
Remember getting Fire Pants up in the big fucking beach chair? Remember she had to do like kind of a run, and I think you and Johnny Mac had to lift her and throw her
Wasn't
in
she
there.
busted up a little bit?
Yeah, and then when I made her run the bases, load it, she said her fucking leg was hurting afterwards.
Johnny, like an asshole,
Lapped some poor lady.
burning past everybody.
such a
Like
dick
you're supposed to be
move.
respectful. He's like, fuck these bitches. He lapped somebody.
Yeah.
He did.
Mean,
He
kicking
cut
up
the girl
dust.
off. He
Yeah.
cut the girl off, and then she stopped, and then he just
dogged
went.
her at third base. Just
Didn't give a
fuck.
fuck.
You, bitch.
You know what the scary thought?
Hold that, because that would be a scary thought if you continue to talk. Katie said, "Is that where we went? I'd totally go watch a game there." Angie said it was October. It was early October.
It was
I think.
so hot.
It was warm there.
Scary thought though. In like 5 years, we could be doing the senior stroll the bases at the Phillies game.
Well, it's funny that you say that because my husband goes, wait a minute, you're turning 55 in August. You could do the senior stroll. I'm like, motherfucker, do I have to do that by myself? He's like, well, I'm not 55.
But he's got a white beard. I think they're not going to check.
I don't know. I think they probably would check. But it was funny because the advertisement shows fucking bitches in wheelchairs. And I'm like, nope, not strolling the bases. Not this year. Nope.
Nah.
Not doing it.
You should do it and just pull a Johnny Mac and go lap the wheelchair
Look,
bitches.
like,
the fuck out my way, bitch!
Or like bust out of the wheelchair and then start running.
Yeah.
Ring the bell. It's 10 o'clock.
Oh, okay. Hold on.
10 o'clock. Do you know
gotta
where your
send-
mom's is at?
I told you last night, no.
All right. I
There
sent
is part anyway.
Ron, shut the fuck up. So I sent you 3 that fuck, marry, kill. I'm doing actresses played in military movies. I got Demi Moore, Goldie Hawn, Private Benjamin, Kelly McGillis, Top Gun. In their character.
Holy shit.
Right.
In their character.
In their character.
Holy shit.
Because remember, Demi Moore was in
Holy
A Few Good Men.
shit.
I like that one.
All right. I'm going first.
Okay.
Who's the blonde? Private
Kelly
Benjamin.
McGillis or
Benjamin.
Goldie Hawn?
You marry Goldie Hawn because if you bang other chicks, she doesn't get offended.
Right.
I like that. In this character,
Yeah.
I'm fucking Demi Moore all day.
Okay.
And then I kill the big dyke.
Okay, yeah, but she wasn't like that in that movie. though.
No, she's dressed like a man right there.
But she was in
Big
the military.
dyke.
And
She was
through
in the
half the
military.
film.
Half the
she
film.
was like a fucking captain.
But she
or
was
something.
dressed like a man.
Oh well.
But she
in
was
the military.
she was hot then.
She
will-
was-
No.
pretty there.
I'm not going to lie. She was hot then.
Yeah. Come on, our little 10-year-old dicks were like,
Dude,
yeah,
you're going to tell me that's not hot?
Oh, that is.
And then you're going to tell me that that's not hot?
Oh, they're all hot.
Okay.
That's why this is a tough fucking decision.
I have a quick question, and please don't take this personally.
Oh God, Dave.
Okay. Demi Moore. Is that from
Few Good Men.
Yeah.
Oh, you're going Few Good Men.
Yes, but she's dressed like the
Okay.
military.
Yeah, I was trying to
Where did
decide
So
between that
hot.
and
she
G.I.
did
Jane.
G.I. Jane?
Yeah.
Oh,
Still hot. Still
and
hot.
I was gonna put her on there, but I'm like, you know
No,
what?
if you
Let
could
me
mention
get
she's
her
hotter.
name.
The
Yeah.
hair? Oh.
Okay, then tough call. Kelly McGillis still gets the axe.
Yeah, kill the
Okay.
dykes.
Oh yeah.
That.
He said it.
All right.
I'm seconding his motion.
I get it.
He wants to kill the dykes.
Hard one.
Goldie Hawn looks fire though, doesn't she?
There, yeah.
No, in that film,
That's what
she
I'm
was a
saying.
smoke show.
That film.
Yeah.
Goldie Hawn was hot back in the day.
Dude, her and fucking laughing? Jesus
And Wildcats.
Christ.
Remember her in the football movie Wildcats? She was fucking hot there too.
She's hot and she's in the First Wives Club. And that's 30 years ago and she's still fucking hot.
I know.
What's that one?
She can still get it now, kinda, you know?
Yeah, kinda.
Yeah,
With I don't know,
kinda.
Ron. Someone's gonna lose a hip. I don't know.
She's hot in that movie. My wife, Overboard.
Yes, with Kurt
She's
Russell.
so beautiful
Yes.
in Overboard.
Yeah. All right. We'll go with that then. Marry Goldie Hawn.
Yes.
Fuck Demi Moore.
Yes.
And you're killing Kelly.
Yeah.
Yes.
Dead. We're on board with that.
All right, what about the captain?
I'm making unanimous.
Oh.
Yes!
Across the board.
Okay.
Boom!
Ron has spoken.
All right,
Yeah,
that's a good one then.
Take that, bitch.
It's
Dead.
It's not Good Friday today, is it?
No.
I don't know.
I don't know when it is.
It's not.
Is it
When
what?
the fuck is Good Friday?
No.
It's a couple weeks from now.
I don't know either.
I'll tell you when it
It'll
is.
be a Good Friday then.
I don't know when it
It'll
is.
be a good day for a nailing.
Can I complain about something work related?
Sure.
It's going to be April 18th.
Yeah.
That's Trevor Day.
Trevor Day, Good Friday. Nah, never mind. Let's fuck that.
Nah, do it. Fuck it. Go for it. Hammer down.
For 3 years, I worked for this apartment company thing, and like I would do the podcast, and there'd be a leak, and I would stop what I'm doing and just drop my dad and I'd run over there and I'd fix their shit, right? And then around December-ish, they kind of stopped paying. Like they owed me money, but it was like a problem. Like I'd have to wait like 90 days for payment and shit, which is bad during the winter for me.
Yeah.
Because in the summer, money's coming in, but not in the winter, right?
All right, just hold, please. Jim had said, I don't think they ask for your AARP card when you like swirl the bases or whatever it is, storm the bases.
Stroll.
Katie said, I call pushing Tiff's wheelchair, and Katie said, Good Friday's in 2 weeks.
Did you guys get an AARP letter yet?
We get them all the time.
Did you get one, Ron?
So I don't know what AARP is doing.
It showed up.
Veronica Vega said Good Friday's on her birthday.
It is. She's going to be partying in hot Atlanta.
Hot Lana.
So AARP, I don't think their records are very
Accurate
at all. My son is 23 and got one.
No, he didn't.
No.
What?
Well, is he a junior or something?
He has the exact same
Name.
as Cheryl's brother.
Well, and how old Cheryl's brother
A
then?
year older than me.
No, then that's kind of right on par.
Yeah.
If you have the same name,
Which is what we
yeah,
assumed.
it's not them.
That must be why my kid, because he's a junior.
When you're a
Dad's is
junior,
a senior,
yeah, that shit happens. I got one, and I mean, I threw it away.
And it wasn't because you were a junior.
No, well, I am a junior,
It's,
technically.
but it's in fact for you.
I'm baby Vex. So I worked for people for 3 years, right? And then in January, I kept writing up. They would say, "Oh, this is leaking." I'd write up an estimate, and now it's April, and nothing's getting hired, right? So for 4 months, shit's leaking. And then one day, I show up for a warranty thing, and there's a bunch of Mexicans on the next building over, and I'm like, "Well, that's not good, right?" So I'm you know, and then I look on my building, and they've already done one on my building, an entire installation. Okay, so I know I'm replaced. Okay, I've been replaced before.
Right.
It's 15 years in this business. I understand how things work. I get a text the other day. Can you please check such and such building? There's a leak after the rain. I climb the fucking ladder, and there's a pallet of hundreds of pounds of material on my roof, which now voids your warranty.
Yeah.
And obviously, they're replacing the fucking roof anyway. Why the fuck did you call me? So I don't go to the person, I go to the bosses. And I'm like, hi, this isn't acceptable behavior. The bosses agree. They tell the lady at the apartment complex, hey, the new company stored all their stuff on the roof, which kind of voids your warranty because it's hundreds, like a crane put hundreds of pounds of shit on the roof,
Yeah.
which
And
breaks the roof.
Probably because you cheaped out because they didn't want to pay you.
Exactly.
Trevor said, I used to get AARP stuff when I still lived with my parents at 22. Jim said, I got my AARP letter and my heart dropped. Then I thought, discounts are cool. Katie said, I've been getting them, not a junior, just a ball of fucking sunshine.
Wednesday was the photographs of all this stuff on my roof. That fucking person just texted me right now. Hey, did you ever check the roof? I know your boss called you on the phone and told you there's no warranty. What the fuck is wrong with you? So now I think I'm going to send a fuck you email today.
Don't.
Why?
I mean, strategically, fuck you.
Oh, no, I would
Don't-
never.
don't
No.
just- Don't just nuclear bomb it.
I have a thesaurus.
Yeah.
I will write words that are this big.
Yeah, listen, don't Johnny Mac it. Don't.
But I was being respectful. I'm like, you replaced me. That's fine. I get it. I don't like it.
Get it.
I did the math. They're over $50,000 in replacements. Do you think they ever paid me $50,000?
No.
They're already over 50. And now with the stuff on my roof, it's over 50. So obviously, this is do your thing. Why are you calling me? And the boss called her and told her that they voided the warranty. Why are you fucking with me? Why?
Maybe you should have looked at that first.
Looked at what first?
What's on the roof?
Well, she wouldn't know what's on the roof. But obviously, you're replacing the fucking thing anyway. So why are you fucking with me?
Yeah.
And you don't know what this means, but it's TPO. Do you know what TPO is?
Yes, I do.
It's this thin. TPO is this thin. Wait till the winter. Keep going.
Cobalt says, what's up, retards? West Coast in the house. I'm screenshotting
there's
that.
a reason he did that. I sent him a thing. Joe
Joe
Rogan,
Rogan
you
thing?
saw that?
Yeah.
So Joe Rogan said this week, he's like, on the front lines,
Yeah.
all the boys in high school are whipping out retard like you
Yeah.
wouldn't fucking believe it's back. Retard and fag are back. So I send this to Cobalt immediately. And there, what's up, retards? So, retard!
It's a thing, dude. Like, people are dropping that.
No, if your parents are woke as a child, you're going to go directly opposite.
Which is-
That's just how it works. So this whole fucked up generation is going to be boomer-ish soon.
The pendulum swings.
It always does.
And it goes back and forth. And
Retard!
I think we have hit the pinnacle of the pendulum swing and are on the way back. All right.
As soon as the guy,
How far back does it go, though?
as soon as the guy that hosted the Talking Dead got fucking fired from his job for S&A for sexual assault. Remember that shit?
No, I don't.
He was the old host of Singled Out.
Oh, Chris Hardwick.
When Chris Hardwick lost his fucking job, and then it came out that he didn't fucking do anything, and they gave him back his job, that was the end. That was the moment that I saw it turn. And I started telling everybody, I'm like, the guy Ron hates is going to win the election, right? And no one believed me. And
I knew that from.
that's what I'm saying. I saw it turn.
No, once he staged his assassination attempt, I knew it was going to be a W for him.
Wow.
Yes, it was staged.
It wasn't.
Yes, it
But
was.
it was. Okay, the guy who dies.
Where's
no,
the
no,
scar?
no.
Where's the scar on his ear?
Number one, can I ask a question? Am I allowed to?
Yes, you can.
The guy who died beside him, they just killed that guy to just stage an election? He died, Ron. He's dead. They didn't kill that.
Not everybody is in on this staging though. There's a couple people, but. So,
I want to hear it. Explain it to me. It's a guy who died, who has kids and a family, who's a real person. That's just part of it. That's like collateral damage.
yes, that is collateral damage because there's like a few people that know, and then everybody else doesn't know that Secret Service agents that fire back did not know that.
If you want me to be honest with you, I'm kind of on your side with this one.
Yeah.
I kind of think maybe it was a little, yeah. But you know what? I think January 6th was a fraud too.
No, I know that.
I think it's all political theater, dude. I think it's all a sham.
All I know is I'm not saying January 6th didn't happen. I'm not dumb, okay?
What happened? Yeah.
However,
Katie said, I'm with the captain, totally fucking staged. He was not shot.
However, burning down every city across the country, that was real and nothing happened there. You know what I mean? So like
Yeah, but that's reactionary.
So they were both reactionary.
Yeah, so when Trump ducked down, he did that little razor blade slice to his ear.
You think he bladed himself like
Yes,
fucking Ric Flair? You think he Ric
absolutely.
Flaired it?
Yes, absolutely.
What if he had just jumped up afterwards and been like, "Woo!"
Why did that fist pump? Fight!
I mean, I was...
That, like I said, it was wrestling 101. Come on.
And he is in the WWE Hall of Fame.
You're not wrong. He's going to learn a trick or two.
He learned a bunch of fucking tricks.
John Quimby said, yep, I'm a nut. 9/11/11, whatever, was kind of funky smelling too.
Not kind of, bro. That's 100% basically proven.
All
it was
right,
a sham.
here's what scares me about that. In the UK, they're saying Tower 8 fell, and you can see the tower behind her because it didn't fall yet. She's like, and then Tower 8 fell. Oh my goodness, BBC. And an hour later, that's a weird one. It's in the shot. It's in the shot, man. That's weird.
Yeah, it's a thing. Yeah, I think there's a lot more of that than people.
I'm not a 9/11 guy. I'm not. But
I 100% am, dude. That was an inside job.
I don't know about that.
Wholeheartedly, dude.
All right, there's a couple of things. Ron, I don't know if you know about this stuff. This is a thing. You know when you can short a stock?
Yeah.
9.8, 9.9, and 9.10. A lot of people were shorting for like the airline stock and all these things in reference to it. And so say a shorting of a stock, there's 20% in the course of a day. This day, it was like 90% people were shorting this stock. So when the airline stock plummeted after the thing and GM plummeted and all this stuff plummeted, they all made money for shorting the stock. That's a little fucking scary. And these are timelines and these are things that you can see. So that I don't like that. That's not good.
Yeah, it's a thing, dude.
That's a thing, dude.
It's all a sham.
Poor Pete Davidson, you know?
Poor guy.
John Quimby said, I wasn't until I saw explosions happening as the building was falling down. I forget the term.
Explosions. That's
Explosive demolition? Is that what you're going for?
That's the term.
That's
Control
how.
explosion?
Yeah, that's how they blow up those buildings.
because when you drop a building, it looks like.
Yeah, and that's
then it-
pretty much what went down.
All right, a devil's advocate, right? Who's moving the explosives in? No one saw this? Come on. That's a thing. I don't know. All I know is that another one that scares me is the guy who bought the fucking Twin Towers just insured it for like terrorist attacks like 2 weeks before.
Yeah. Funny how that happened, huh?
Yeah, got $1 billion out of that.
Yeah. I hate to tell you what the government does to human beings.
Roger Daltrey, at the tender age of 81, has revealed he is going blind and deaf, but still has his voice.
He's slowly turning into Tommy.
That was what you wrote. You brought this. You brought the story.
Oh, that's mean.
No, it's fucking. It's facts. Like I thought it was the most brilliant commentary fathomable because he really is becoming Tommy. Now, if you get him a pinball machine, we're good.
Yeah. Awesome. If he just leaned into it, that would be hysterical.
He is. He is.
Like
Because he's Tommy in the movie.
If he came out and was like, if we just started putting selfies of himself playing pinball on the internet, like.
John Quimby said there is a word for what he described, and then Jim Schaefer said J-Max set demolition charges.
Who said that?
Jim Schaefer said that.
Funny.
Demolition.
Yeah, I mean, but you figure he's getting old, so I mean, we all know he's gonna lose his sight a little bit, and he's already deaf, you know.
Can you imagine they're still like playing at 81? And how come Mick Jagger, the Deal with the Devil guy's totally fine?
Who, Keith Richards?
No, Mick Jagger.
Well, they both have.
No, but Keith Richards plays guitar, right? I get that. But to still be able to belt and move and your waist is still a 28.
Start me up! Start me up!
And I'm telling you, this podcast listen to has the greatest theory in the world. He made a deal with the devil and he's living in hell. He closes his eyes, wakes up, start me up! Every day.
Every day.
Every day. Every day.
That's terrible.
How old is Mick Jagger now? Because if Daltrey's 81, Jagger's like 78, 79,
No,
right?
He's older.
No. Daltrey's older.
No, I think they're both around the same age.
We'll see. We'll see in one
Mick
second.
Jagger's 81.
Boom, Ron. That's 2 in a row for you.
Fire today.
Killing it.
Killing it, Ron.
That's a thing, though, man. Maybe it happened. Who knows?
Oh, my God.
What'd you do?
I got sent this amazing meme by Cobalt, and I'm going to send you.
Fantastic. I would say that because he's out on the West Coast, he just got up, but I know that dude wakes up at like 4 a.m., so. That dude is, an early riser.
Amen. Amen.
What have you sent me? Jesus Christ.
It's back, bro. We're taking it back. Ron likes that way too much.
So,
Way too much.
We were talking at work the other day, and a dude forgot the name for communion wafers. I don't even know how it came up in conversation. You know what I'm talking about, right?
The body of Christ?
Yeah, the
Our
body of
Lord and
Christ.
Savior?
Yeah. He's like, the little fucking things. And then I knew what he was talking about, but I started making up other names for them just to fuck with him.
Christ crackers.
I've heard the Christ cracker before.
I called him. Go ahead.
John Quimby said it's called deflagration.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Nerd.
Nerds.
I posted the nerd thing from Homer Simpson. Did you see that?
Yeah.
That you saw. You didn't see my awful muscular dystrophy thing, but you saw the fucking nerd one.
Of course I did. If it's The Simpsons, I'm going to watch it. But, no, so I told him first, I said they were called Jeez-Its.
Yo, I could almost guarantee that on the Johnny and Jesus podcast that they laughed at that.
I hope so. And then my second name for them was
Oh Jesus! You know those crackers you have?
Jesus.
Jesus.
Jeez-Its.
I bet you could buy Jesus in fucking heaven.
Absolutely. They're free, dude.
Jim Schaefer said Cobalt gets up early to yell at the clouds before anyone else.
He's not lying.
Old man yells at cloud.
There you go. Johnny and Jesus together at last.
So Jeez-Its was my first one, and then I told him later that they were called Christ Krispies.
Well, no, that's only after like Good Friday. Before that, they're just Jesus.
Yeah, okay.
But then
Christ Krispies.
there was I'm so bad at everything. Who was the comedian who went to jail for saying curse words on stage? Lenny Bruce.
Yeah.
Lenny Bruce had this fucking amazing bit because he's Jewish. He's like, could you imagine if Christ came back now and you had millions of parochial school kids wearing an electric chair around their neck for the rest of their lives?
Yeah.
That's so fucking funny to me. He's like, that's what they're really doing. They're wearing his like instrument of death. Like this isn't. That's not a. You don't want to see that. Fuck a cross. Like you think.
They killed that guy.
you think vampires ate crosses? I think Jesus is probably not a fan.
Wow, what the fuck is that there?
God damn it,
Man,
there.
I don't want to see that shit around here.
A lot of enemies around here.
All right, you guys got to help me.
Yes.
When did the word possum become opossum, and why was I not notified?
When it become opossum?
No. When you're a kid,
Yeah.
it's a possum, right?
Yeah.
Possum. Look it up. It's opossum. What the fuck?
I think it always
It
was.
always was. It's just they simplified it.
So my parents couldn't read?
That's the reasonable answer.
Yeah.
Is
I
it-
still call them possum.
Is it a timeline shift?
No.
No,
I never heard the word opossum ever until about 10 years ago.
no, I definitely heard it as
before
a
that,
child.
but everybody just says possum.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
It sounds more natural than saying opossum.
but you're speaking over, so I don't really know what we just discussed.
I do not believe it's a timeline shift. I heard the term opossum as a child,
What about you, Ron?
I heard it as a child too. So,
unless maybe we were, our timelines.
but maybe
didn't
in
change.
Ireland.
Jim Schaefer said, geez, it's so good you'll feel like you're walking on water. Trevor said, it always was. And Jim said, possums are Australian and American ones are opossums.
But I live in America.
America.
Fuck yeah.
America, that's the only one that counts.
Yeah. Yeah, the Australian ones don't count. They're criminals.
We are people entirely by criminals.
That's
we know
so
that.
funny. Oh my god, that's so good.
Australia is
Fucking little rat cunts.
Australia is peopled entirely by criminals, which you would know because you're obviously an educated man. Yeah, so good.
You mean the crippled Irishman?
What was that laughing about? Oh yes, the crippled Irishman.
Oh,
He
me
just
kid,
goes back and starts laughing.
my wee ones. Oh,
Oh, my corn. Paul Newman's gonna have my legs broke.
oh my god. Oh my god, that was so good.
Like, why did they do that to Paul Newman, who was, by all accounts, like the nicest dude ever?
Very Italian. Made fucking spaghetti sauce. What do you think?
Make spaghetti sauce. You mean salad dressing?
He made sauce too, or gravy is.
I apologize. Gravy. Yes, motherfucker. Go. It's in the
First
store right
off-
now.
First off, it's sauce.
But second off, he made it. A lot of it.
He made a lot of money and donated that money
Yeah, and wrote it
to the
off.
human fund.
To the human fund.
That reminds me of the eye toilet.
Do you remember the old Saturday Night Live skit with Victoria Jackson and Kevin Nealon, the love toilet?
No.
No.
It was two toilets mounted together but facing in opposite directions.
I
So that you can
do.
poop together and hold hands. The love toilet.
Jim said there were 19 crimes that would get you sent to Australia.
Remember Big Red?
Big red. And it's,
The horse.
Yeah.
Just shooting red shit all over the walls.
You done?
It was great.
Cobalt said Paul Newman's still a Jew.
Whoa! Whoa! Can you
Just reading what he
look,
wrote.
look that up? I don't know if that's real. That's from that song.
O.J. Simpson.
Not a Jew.
Oh, speaking of O.J. Simpson, did you see the Naked Gun trailer? It's fucking hysterical.
I did.
It said Paul Newman, who died in 2008, considered himself Jewish, though his mother was not, and his father had a Jewish background.
Okay, so half a Jew.
He just did that to appease Hollywood.
Yep.
Because everyone knows on Hollywood.
Everybody's Jewish in Hollywood.
Is this the most racist program we've ever had in our lives?
No. Probably, no, maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah, probably not, though.
No,
All I
not
know is-
racist, maybe insensitive.
In 2035, when that pendulum swings back, we're in trouble.
fucked.
I'll be on Saturday Night Live. They'll fire me. They're like, "Whoa, you got to go, buddy."
Yeah, because you said retard.
We're going to get caved. Dude, if anybody ever goes back, we're in trouble. There's been some shit said on this podcast. We got problems.
It was always by characters. It wasn't us.
Exactly.
Not them nappy-headed hoes.
This is shtick, dude. This is not who I am.
Jim said Vex sent me that trailer.
I did. I thought of him immediately. I was like, Trish Shaver has to see this. Oh my god. So did you see it?
I saw part of it. I did.
Did you see the OJ part?
The end is the best part.
No, I need to watch it again.
So they have everybody's son is now in police academy, and OJ's son looks up and he goes, and looks away because there's a picture of OJ like.
Oh.
So Liam Neeson is supposed to be
Look, Frank's son.
Frank's son. So it's showing all of them, and they're all like, pics, like, portraits of them in the hollowed halls of the police department.
Yes.
And Liam Neeson shows him, he's looking up at Frank, and he's like, I did it, Dad. And then the other guy who was like the captain,
Yeah.
his kid's there, and he's like, sort of just, and then it pans to like, I don't know who the actor is. I'm not
No,
sure.
I've never seen him before.
But young black police officer, and he looks up, it's a picture of OJ, and he's like, looks at the camera, and he's like, he just shakes his head.
New Road.
Cobalt said Orientals don't care.
Ooh!
Christ.
Ooh, that is the N word for them.
Yeah.
Wow. Whoa.
I don't think you can say that.
No, I think where he lives, it's okay now.
I mean, it's pretty racist where he is.
New road in Pennsylvania town with squiggly lines has been called ridiculous by the residents who requested something be done in front of their houses because of excessive speeding.
Well, I guess paid squiggly lines was cheaper than a speed bump.
I think it is.
Can you imagine if you're drinking though?
That's the point.
That's
Yeah.
no, but I'm saying.
No, they're like, you're going to hit the brakes. They're like,
Yeah.
well, you're going to hit the brakes. You're like, I guess I am going to hit the brakes.
Oh, who did that bit about? There's a comedian that did a bit about speed bumps in the neighborhood.
I don't know.
And I forget who it was, but it's one of my favorite comedy bits. And he's like, I was watching a story, and it was on the news about how a little kid in the neighborhood got run over by a car, and so they dedicated the speed bump to the memory of this child. And he's like, think about that. You're driving back to your house, and you're like, oh, remember poor Susie? Dum, dum.
Oh my God, that's so good. That's so
I was
good.
like, that's the greatest bit.
Oh, I wanted to tell you this, Tiffany.
Yes.
I finally made her watch Urban Cowboy.
Did she like it?
She loved it.
I mean, that's a fucking bang.
It's so good.
Cobalt said, "Oh, stop."
We went down a fucking Travolta rabbit hole.
Oh, wow.
Did you ever watch his modern films?
No.
They're so bad.
Well,
There's a
isn't there
movie-
one that's
Like, define
directed
modern.
by Fred Durst.
That's 10 years old now. That's
Oh.
old.
Oh.
I'm talking about made Thursday.
Oh.
So,
I didn't know he was still acting.
bro,
Acting.
he has a really cheap version of Ocean's 11 with a sequel.
There's
There's two. I by mistake watched the second one because I didn't know there was a first one.
Did it matter?
No, no. And then there's all right. Remember?
Did you go back and watch the
Of
first
course we did. Remember Charlotte from Sex and the City?
Yeah.
She's the love interest in the first one because I think someone said to her, "Hey, it's a John Travolta film."
And it's new?
Oh yeah.
Is she still all right looking?
Jim said, "Always thought the sign "slow children at play" was weird. Like, are the kids retarded?"
They're just...
There is a retard sign. I've seen the retard sign.
I don't think it's just retard.
You don't know.
It's probably from an olden time.
I'm old.
So,
Retards at play.
right? Well, I mean, are you supposed to drive slow because there's kids at play?
Yes.
Are there slow kids at play? Is that what they're saying?
Slow, comma, kids at play.
Right.
But then how much money would you spend on the comma on every sign?
Right. But then,
Trying to cut costs.
I mean, here's the thing. Here's the thing that confuses people, though. There's a sign that says "deaf child area," right? It's telling you that the child is deaf. I feel like the other sign, by that logic, says the children are slow.
Well, here's the thing. Why do I always get signs for deer crossing when you know the deer can't read? You
ever
know
hear that
it.
lady call the radio station and say that?
That's a thing?
There's a.
That's not a thing.
Yeah.
That's like a fake call.
I don't think it is. She calls in and complains on a radio station about why don't they have the deer cross somewhere else?
That's even better than what I said. That's
Shit,
so
it's a
good.
fucking thing, dude. I
Why
swear.
wouldn't they cross somewhere
Yeah.
else?
You should have put the sign somewhere else. It's busy intersection. Like,
Oh, I love that so much.
are you really? This is the world I live in. This is what you believe, right?
All right, I got to read this. We have like a minute left. I'm going to fuck it up. Ready? Osted, Odonto, keratoprothesis is
Latu, Veratu, Nictu.
is a procedure that uses patient's own tooth and jawbone tissue to create a prosthetic cornea to correct blindness. In Canada,
Well, I won't be giving too many of them out.
Well, there's the 51st state.
Jim Schaefer said, like, how do deer know to cross there, Vex? It's a conundrum.
Exactly.
he's not lying. Dude, they're curing blindness with your teeth.
That's good. When are they going to cure hearing loss?
They're never curing that. Although it's a muscle inside the ear. You know about that, and then it wears out.
Yeah, that's my problem. Cause
How can I get that muscle to work out? You know,
I got a way bigger chance of going deaf than I do of going blind.
Oh, I don't know. Roger Daltrey's doing all of it for us.
Yeah.
I think we're all going to go deaf.
Absolutely.
I mean, like, our ears have been getting blasted for a long time. Do you wear earplugs on stage?
I try to, but then it's like I gotta get like a special
I got
one,
the special one that the doctors made. I have them. They're great.
I've been using the cheap foam ones, and
Actually,
it does fuck with
when
me.
we have bad monitors, because you can hear your voice inside your head with them, it's easier for me to hear my note. It's pretty good. And the bass is so loud in Starscream, I'm never not going to hear it.
Yeah, it's a thing.
It's a thing.
Starscream is just fucking loud.
You should have seen the guy's face at Sweeney's on Sunday. We're rolling up the fucking Ampeg, and he's like, she doesn't want you guys to use a bass cab. And I'm like, I know, we're gonna. And then I fucking bribed him, and he was like, okay.
I'm aware of what she doesn't want. You should be aware of what I don't care about.
I was like, I got these roadies. It'll be off the stage fast as fuck. Don't even worry about that shit. And while he was fast as fuck, it was off. Giant fucking. And then we put up. And then so he's already mad about the bass cab, and I roll up a Marshall full stack. He's like, well, listen, you can be as loud as you want, but they won't hear it out there. I'm like, no, they'll hear it. We'll be fine.
I'm going to go ahead and assure you that they'll hear it.
Jim said, teeth fixing eyes gives new meaning to your eyes are bigger than your stomach.
Oh, that's a good quote.
Oh, there we go. Nice, tasteful quote too.
Fuck that.
So angry. This has been episode 285 of the Vex on Vex podcast, available on the Podbean application on your phone under the Loud and Loaded Network. Captain Ron, thank you.
I'm glad to be back, and I'll see you in another year.
Thank you, Dave.
Always a pleasure, sir.
Thank you, the whole...